Should we just disable the performance mod? ये रहा. ओके चिल. अभी अपन एक आध ना देखो प्ले एमएनजी का पहले वो दिखा देता हूँ तुम लोगों को. Just disable the performance mod. हाँ जी दोस्तों, तो क्या हाल चाल. मैं एक बार आप लोगों को वो दिखा देता हूँ प्ले एमएनजी का. ये रहा 11 मिनट बाद उनका ये होने वाला है लाइव स्टार्ट. तो एक बारी जो भी देख रहे हैं जाके वो करो, क्या कहते हैं उसको, सब्सक्राइब मार दो इनको. ठीक है, प्ले एमएनजी को, क्योंकि जो गिव अवे होने वाला है वो इनके चैनल पे ही होने वाला है. तो अपन आते वॉच पार्टी पे, तब तक वो करते हैं, एक आध टीडीएम मार लेते हैं अपन या डेथ मैच मार लेते हैं, कुछ तो बकचोदी करते हैं आज, क्योंकि वॉच पार्टी के बाद आज रात को होने वाला नया गेम चैनल पे होने वाला है. तो अपन आते वॉच पार्टी पे, एक आध टीडीएम मार लेते हैं अपन या डेथ मैच मार लेते हैं, कुछ तो बकचोदी करते हैं आज, क्योंकि आज रात को होने वाला नया गेम. आने दो. इसी बीच वैलोरेंट चैंपियनशिप भी होने वाला है सितंबर 12 से अक्टूबर 5 तक. अगर आप लोगों को वॉच पार्टी ऐसे ही देखते रहना है तो जुड़े रहना दोस्तों. अपन गोल्ड गए थे, वापस सिल्वर 3 आ गए. मतलब लाइक गोल्ड से स्टार्ट हुआ था ये एक्ट रैंक, और सिल्वर 3 डी रैंक हुआ, फिर गोल्ड गया मैं, फिर सिल्वर 3 डी रैंक. अभी साला ये गेम क्या था क्या, आई डोंट नो. अभी रैंक अप मैच है, इसके बाद मेरा तो ऑन है. एफपीएस कम आ रहा है थोड़ा. ओके, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है दया. एफपीएस कम क्यों आ रहा है इतना, 110 100. और बैकग्राउंड में बहुत सारे सर्विसेज चल रहे हैं. मैं डिस्कॉर्ड को बंद करना पड़ेगा आई गेस. आई न्यू इट मैन, आई न्यू इट. डिस्कॉर्ड बंद करो पहले बैकग्राउंड में, इट वुड बी फाइन. सीपीयू का रेंडर टाइम भी क्या हो रहा है भाई. ठीक ही है, एफपीएस बहुत कम आ रहा है, सीपीयू रेंडर टाइम भी बहुत ज्यादा आ रहा है. तो वैलो तो वैसे भी स्ट्रीम नहीं करूंगा मैं. अबे ये बॉट खुद स्पैम करना चालू कर रहा और बाकियों को चिल्ला रहा डोंट स्पैम. Wow.
Reloading.
Too much render time. I'm under the water. Please save me. कितना टाइम लगता है इसको रिलोड होने में भाई? शॉट.
Give me those back. Oops.
Reloading.
वाओ, क्या फ्रेश कट्टी की है मैंने.
Reloading.
की है भाई. फ्रेश कट्टी. फ्रेश टट्टियां की जा रही है यहाँ पे.
Get out of my way.
भाई what the fuck is this? 160-80 FPS भाई. ये RTX 4060 कोर आई नहीं भाई. ये
Reloading.
इसमें अगर 60 FPS आ रहे हैं तो भाई हो गया, और ये गेम खेलना ही नहीं है फिर. I had to restart. मैं एक बार रीस्टार्ट मारते हूँ. या ठीक है, एक सेकंड. na la 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 la. Hmm. I don't think we should turn on the game. क्या हो गया है? Should we just end and start again? एक बार refresh मारो. We'll just wait for them. क्या बातें हो रही है? W can't wait. Let's go 70s. Right, we'll just. Oh. Let me just check once. Is it paused? नहीं चल रहा है स्ट्रीम चल रहा है. Okay. We are back now. एक सेकंड चेक कर लेता हूँ उन लोगों का चालू हुआ नहीं हुआ अभी तक स्ट्रीम चालू. लेट मी सर्च वन थिंग. एक्सीडेंट कनेक्शंस. लेट्स गो. कब चालू होगा? 6:15 को तो था इन लोगों का. आज 7 तारीख की है ना? यस. तो जाओ और सब्सक्राइब मारो प्ले एमएनजी को. धीरू लोग अपन तब तक कर्म करके आते हैं.
तो हमारे 3 के सब्सक्राइबर्स कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच तुम सबका.
Every 100 subscriber will play a different game. Nice strat. अनयूज ये बंदा अभी अपने साथ वो कर रहा, को स्ट्रीम कर रहा. अपकमिंग 6:30. वैसे आज जो गेम होने वाला है हम लोगों का, वो मैं बता दूं कि वो होने वाला है. कौन सा होने वाला है उसका ही क्लिप्स देखा जाए क्या? हमें तो उसका क्लिप्स वगैरह देखा जाए कोई अगर है तो.
What's wrong, fresh meat? You scared of a little kid? Yeah, I'm a little kid. Look at me. Look at me. You're scared of me.
Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Come on, he's just a kid. Don't shoot him.
Oh, you don't want to shoot me just because your gun said not to. Just because you're your little gun. Oh, but you look how shootable I look. I look so
This is the hardest mission in the game, High on Life.
Would you mind watching my bike for just a minute?
That's it?
Just keep an eye on it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. Don't let anything happen to my bike.
How is this the hardest mission in the game?
Alright,
You just watch the bike.
I'm watching your bike, bro. How long do I have to watch this fucking bike for? Oh,
Where's my bike?
This is the hardest mission in the game, High on
Bruh. Crazy. We are gonna play this game. Aaj. High on life.
Tube, high on Gorn. Wait, look at all the colors.
Which of us would you ask out?
Okay, so if I saw the blue worm or the red worm, who would I ask out? You know what? I don't want to
Feels
answer.
like a trap. I'd rather not say.
Come on, you gotta answer. It's a
ठीक है. Let's go. It's a day 2. सेमीफाइनल्स में कवर नहीं कर पाया और क्या कहते हैं जो अपना नॉक ऑफ राउंड्स था वो भी कवर नहीं कर पाया. नॉक ऑफ राउंड्स तो एक्चुअली अपने आप में हुआ. शायद से कल ही सेमीफाइनल्स वगैरह हुआ था. तो ये आज फाइनल्स वो करते हैं. आप लोगों को अगर पहले का मैच के साथ कैच अप करना है तो मोमेंटम गेमिंग को सब्सक्राइब मारो. इधर जाओ मोमेंटम गेमिंग पे, लाइव पे जाओ और ये रहा उनका हाँ सेमीफाइनल्स वाला जो भी था, प्लेऑफ्स वगैरह सारा कल का देखते हैं अपन एक बार जाके. ये तो वैलो का वो खुल गया. हाँ कल का ये देखते हैं अपन स्ट्रीम तब तक जब तक इनका लाइव चालू नहीं हो रहा. कल का मैचेस देखते हैं.
Hopefully it will, I mean, not hopefully, it's pretty much guaranteed to be delivering as per expectations. This is going to be a pretty much, as you said, a battle of the Goliaths. No Titans here, nothing else. These two are going to be facing off in an extreme best of 3 scenario. 3 maps that the veto has gone down on, and I'm really excited to see how some of these maps are being approached by these teams. Again, the first map being picked by Covenant, it's going to be on Haven. Naxxter are going to be attacking soon. It's a very attacker-sided map. If you do have your rotations, your lurkers moving at a high mobility rate, you can take control of a site. You can execute fakes really well. You can have lurkers moving around. It's quite a hectic map for defenders to maintain.
next. It's gonna be the agent selection part.
Yeah, the agents are going to be one of the most critical factors, especially going into the type of maps that we are going to play. Map control based selection where we have 3-sided maps like Haven and Lotus. Both teams will, I would suggest, tend to be a little bit more passive. Again, they can maybe go for a double control.
Equalize the numbers.
Pushing back these the utility and the information that Sova sets up is going to be really good for the attacking side, but they are going to be on defense, which does beg to differ. How are they going to really hold on to some of these sites with the Cypher? Cypher is a great sentinel, I mind you. So is Naxxter going for the same option on Demon. But
Okay.
is going to be a
Yes,
little
today's
bit
tournament
more
schedule. Please
dimensional if you
ensure your
think
teams
about
are ready
you
on
have
time.
to
You follow
react
this
off
lineup.
of those
Let's
traps.
keep it smooth
With a
and kindly
Killjoy
acknowledge.
or say any other sentinel, even Block in certain senses, you can really keep your distance, play passively to a lot more of in a lot more safe position, and allow your teammates to react off of those traps really well. Cypher, you're gonna have to position yourself inside the site while the site take is going down. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they convert this Cypher into a
ये तो कल का है
use of
शायद.
defense. But I believe, considering the
उस दिन
storylines
का
that we
है.
have seen in the past, the Covenant, they definitely have come up with some strategies on the defensive end. and probably something to work on the attack as well. Same for Naxer, honestly. I'm really excited to see how these agents, that I personally wouldn't expect going into a series like this, how they're really going to react off of that. Again, meanwhile, we are going to see the Jet coming in, a Breach and Sova as well. Double initiator combo from Naxer, which definitely is going to set the tone that they are going to go for really fast executes.
Where did they mention me?
It's going to be interesting to see how things are going to be. The first pistol is just about to begin. The first match of this semi-finals starts right now in the map of Haven. Babushka is already a bit aggressive. Goes along the shots, makes the connection. Zayden, he wanted to go for a fast execution and instantly shuts down the Sova.
Good first kill. It's going to give the advantage to Covenant 4v5 early on. But again, reaction from Naxers are going to be going towards mid, maybe focusing towards B or Garage. But Zayden, he's still active in from the B side. The Dead Dash comes in right in front. The Viper Wall from Babushka is going to deny that access. Maybe that's going to funnel them towards the side of Garage, and I think they're reading this really well. Shields, he's going to have to react well. Zayden as well from window. Knows they're inside Garage. He's going to have to be sharp, but low HP doesn't allow him to get that kill. Demon with the instant trade. It's going to be a 4v4 as they walk in towards the seaside.
Oh, that's quick.
Oh, they don't expect this.
Oh, all coming from the CD side, but eventually the Clove is trying to make some differences, but the Cypher is still standing tall, but not for too much time. It's going to be Jet pulling the strings away, but it all comes down to this one Sova. But the defensive side, they just get taken down one after another. Naxer comes up with a beautiful execution, completely capitalizing on the loopholes that Covenant gave them.
Yeah, despite a good start from the Covenant, good aggression early on, and really patience, really patient hold towards the side of C. Again, it's going to be the lack of Cypher utility that can be so easily countered sometimes, especially with the Sova and a Breach. It's not much of a threat if you think about it, with this agent composition and the positioning to move towards window instead of funneling out of
चालू हुआ कि नहीं? देखो एक second.
That came in clutch for them, giving them the pistol, having that early eco advantage. But Babushka, though, openers all the way from sewers, gets the headshot onto the Breach. It's gonna be again the second time.
They're live right now.
Get that first kill, but
they're live. आज का देखते क्या scene. Oh, it's not yet. Not yet. कल का ही cover up करते हैं अपन.
Again, the second time. Well, that's a lot of information and a lot of utilities that allow your team to react well, but it's going to be a quick execution towards Garage. Zayden is going to get the first kill onto Final Boss and a follow-up onto Dream 1. And just like that, C-side's open. It's free real estate. They're going to be getting the bomb down very soon as Shields. He's going to get the spike down. Again, they have Garage control as well. This lurk down mid could be effective, but there's a counter flank coming. Flank the flanker, as they say. Oh, they just miss each other, but Deadly and Zydens are gonna get all the kills. It doesn't even matter. Demon 1. Here. I think he spotted out the flank, but they don't know where he is. So if he tries to sneak his way through, never mind. There's a camera. It's like whatever door opens up, they just shut it in their face. Demon is all alone to try to knife him. He's gonna get two, but Shield says, nah, just get it over with. Just get it over with. Covenant, they're definitely feeling the momentum. Knives out of the pockets. And that's a sign that they are in control of this game.
Yeah, they are. They are in the driver's seat, and once again, 9-4, that's a huge difference that Covenant has created already. Now they have the bonus round.
They are premier players.
The Bulldogs, one Vandal, got a shot. Sonic says, okay, I'm just going to continue with the coast. But when it comes down to the side of Naxer, this is a really important round, but it's not going to be that easy for them to even defend it.
At least they do have the Cypher.
Oh my!
The shorty works out. Warmill gets a trade. Reaction is a bit slow from the end of Covenant. They don't have the same pace as the Neon. So the reaction's going to be a little bit slower. And now the cavalry's here. 3 versus 4 situation.
इनका upcoming दिखा रहा है अभी भी.
No, he doesn't dodge that. He actually gets taken down.
Now they are like
by Babushka's poison grenade. And Warman
24
has to fall
minutes.
back, take a back seat. As the rest of the defenders, they have to give off the site. Bomb plant going down, shields. Smoke to take control. And with that, bomb is gonna be planted. I don't know how Naxter can get
4v3
back in
crazy,
this.
bhai.
Seems like double digits is but anything but confirmed for the side of Covenant.
Just taking the time, waiting for the right moment to strike in. Dream one, he just knows that, okay, got some couple of minutes, couple of seconds out there. Gotta act quick, you gotta act quick. Right now on the front end, it's gonna be Sonic trying to welcome, but Dream one is just too quick. The Sonic is there. The stuns are on the way, but once again the timer is ticking and there is no way that somehow the other way Naxter can walk this round through, because this is going to be the double-digit game for Covenant as they move up to 10-4.
You know what they say about shorties? It's like a melody.
Oh, crazy.
Okay, you didn't get the
Crazy.
Never mind. I take it back. No, there's no melody. But yeah, the shorties, you know, came out a little bit effective for Naxter, but the overall sheer difference in the weapons arsenal was just undeniable. 10-4 was on the cards, and based on the economy, it might go in favor of Naxter, especially considering that they have some more weapons, more rifles in their armory at this point. But I think Covenant are definitely going to give them a run for their money.
They're Umos,
Quick
man.
reaction towards B main. The Neon's going to be pushing up real close. 3 stuns
Covenant.
already. You know, he's going to have to help his teammates out inside. The stuns are going to connect. They react into the side. Warmail's going to get the first one. Entry is not going as smooth as they hoped for, as Iden falls again. 3 versus 5. And they're pushed back. They're trying to go towards A, where we see the Viper. He's actually taking control of the site. Right now, I believe Naxter, they're realizing that, oh, wait a second. We gave away the site. Spike plant should go down. And Babushka, he's in a bit of an off angle.
Spike planted.
We have to get the smokes quick.
Yeah. Weapons difference is going to be a factor, though.
Oh, nobody's aware of Viper's position, it seems.
Oh, he can play this big. Oh, no.
Oh.
He reacts and he gets 3 shields with a couple with the
Bro, they were
people as
clearly
well.
in man
And
advantage,
that's gonna
bhai.
be a cleanup.
Man advantage तो
Instead of
था उनपे
Covenant,
बहुत बढ़िया.
They did not clear that angle.
फिर क्यों?
And that's going to be a mistake that they're going to pay for with the lives. 11-4. Massive play from Babushka.
It's gonna hurt so bad to Naxter. They would be just wishing that, I wish I just checked that corner. I just wish. But hey, Babushka says hello. That's a way of getting around in their bag. Just one more round away to go to the map point. And 11-4, it seems like, again, Naxter, the hopes are dying really quickly. But this time again, a quick execution trying to go on the C side, while Dream 1 is on the front and a little bit too aggressive. But he takes the risk to go up front, but all being used. Omen tries to get some information on the A side, but he stays there. Might just give a surprise to Sova.
He's going to be pushing in the shotgun, though. Judge still wins it out. And that's going to be an open A side for them. Cypher will be available, but final boss, that's going to be a big kill. He gets a gun, and he gets the bomb. And now they can hold this perimeter.
44 easy.
Spots out Babushka, who's not.
देखो भाई मैं 10-2 के पोजीशन से भी मैंने कमबैक किया हुआ है.
Kill, but Babushka and Deadly react quite well. Final boss, he's still alive. He's got Phantom. To try and get a little sharp on this. Aiden gets one more.
GG हो गया ये तो.
All on to the final boss, but he will get it as well. The 4, despite being given the gift, the bomb on the ground, guns in hands. They can't make it count. It's going to be close from the first map. Map pick for Covenant. Working out in their favor.
Beautiful execution.
GG's.
With an opener. Final boss stood no chance. Demon, though, gets a quick trade. They're trying to push in towards his B side, but again, it's being held so effectively by the players of Nexer. Holding on to the C and A links. Again, this time they're aware of that possibility of a
Bruh.
milk coming in. And Warm Milk, he's reading it right and he gets the kill. Neon Ultimate used up though. They're going to keep the pressure onto the A side as he comes in from the link area. Zayden gets a kill on the ult and the bomb plant
Bro.
down. 3 versus 3 retake scenario. And the player positioned in sewer might buy them some time. Nexer, this is a tough one to go for.
My eyes are
Oh,
down.
just look at this position. Sonic, you will be waiting.
So good.
Paranoia was just too right. Completely blinds it out, but the Jet, he's there. He wants to go all in. Trying to get down the players, but Zayden is just too good. Alongside Chill finds Damon, but this breach doesn't give away this round. Finds a double. Keeps the hopes alive while Sonic, he has been the key player. He's got one arrow. He's just wasting the time. There is no way. There is no way he can just win.
Shit.
And shot that makes the connection to seal the victory on the map of Haven as the Covenant Esports.
आज किसका
They
किसका
are the
था
winners of the map.
कोवेनेंट और टीम 70s ना
their map
कोवेनेंट
keeps
इस
coming in
बांग्लादेश
big
का
for them. That's gonna be the first map
ठीक है
that the side of Covenant take in their side, and it's gonna be
और
continuous
टीम
move right in
70s
this
है
best of
अपना
three.
वो
Remember, ladies and gentlemen,
इंडियन
it's a
टीम है
BO3. They need to win 2 to get into the grand finals, and Covenant, they've just put half of their foot in that. 3-1 economy will be thriving for the side of Nexus.
इसमें कौन है फिर से सेम
A good one. A good
Same
execution. But I
teams.
would say this is a round just given away by Covenant. I mean, somehow the other way you think, and the other prospect that 2 of the players just walked in to the pit where somehow the other way and Naxer were waiting. Warm Milk just got 2 beautiful frags just by waiting patiently in the mains, but it's done, it's done. The buy round is still there for Covenant, and once again, this time I don't think they are looking for any kind of overcommitment while Sonic goes that bit too aggressive. But this is again going to be a hit, and this time the upshots completely whiffed by Zayden.
Yeah, he doesn't connect the shots this time, but still, the presence of the operator should be a thorn in their sides. Again, Demon reacts well to that utility, forcing Sonic back inside the site. Allows him to rotate. Again, Zayden not connecting these shots. He knows where a player is up close. Nate should do some damage, and he gets the kill actually. But he himself is going to be low on 11 HP. Rotation has already occurred towards the side of C. And now as Covenant realizes there's no one there in the site, they acknowledge the possibility of this rotation.
5 watching here
Spike plant is going to go down, and now they're going to have to play for the retake. Again, not much utility available for them on Nexus, and a couple of really strong ultimates that can be used by the Covenant. Shields opening things up with the flash. Paranoia could be really effective. Ray's ulti comes in, he's gonna try and shoot one in, doesn't get it. Covenant, they're ready to
म्यूजिक
react
तो सही है
off
भाई
this. Pushing towards the A side.
सेम रिजल्ट्स भाई बैक टू बैक सेम रिजल्ट्स
Trying to push in towards the B door area, focusing on that small entry point. Zayden gets the first kill, and now it's an open avenue. Demon, is he ready for that off angle being held by the killjoy? Is he ready for that off angle being held by the kill?
First team to reach as well in the entire tournament to reach the grand finals. You can see
Same.
Zayden having 25 kills.
दो मैच हुआ उधर वे बहुत लंबा
So more pressure when it comes to splitting their setups, because
वे VPG और टीम 70s
you can go for a 2-3 or maybe a 1.
Hefty amount of job. The breach is still there. Fade trying to pull off.
पूरा मैच जिसको फॉलो करना है जाके चेक कर लेना एक
More
बार
on the other way, the Cypher is being that
Momentum
MVP
Gaming
for
को
the team of 70s, but for VPG, losing the players in early on, like specifically Zaza and Taz, is costing them the rounds.
There it is. The defenders are showing up a lot of aggression they didn't need to initially on, but I get it's just their confidence. But what makes me interested is, did we see an operator in the hands of Lil Zaza? I think we did, because I kind of believe that their economy is not at the best at the moment. So if it is, going for an operator is going to be an insanely risky take. But then again, I do see the tour de force as well from the side of the chamber. Never mind, I think he did refund that. So that is a much more brighter decision in my opinion. They do have all the ultimates available. Lil Zaza able to punish Raze for his over-aggression. And now, well, the fan is gonna be going down whatsoever from that ultimate, but there's a lot of agilities coming in from the initiated reach, able to get a double, looking for a triple probably, but Zip able to take another fight with the Cypher, who's gonna be able to keep himself alive on that one, and now Taz on the flank. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Blade does have a gun in hand, but the problem is there's not much he can do at the moment because he is isolated as the Cypher goes for a selfie on his own as his team takes the lead in their favor for the first time in forever. Not exactly forever, but VPG, well, it was not exactly an eco, so I'm not able to make any resolutions from that because the buys were scrappy, but the buys were kind of overzealous as well. So going for an eco makes, or should I say I have, but makes a lot of sense this time around. But if you do happen to go for a last time, you had weapon. Like
Bruh, crazy, crazy भाई. दोनों वेट एक ही जगह रिवील दे रहा है.
Oh, look at this. Being flooded up. Help needed and help. Snowflake got taken down. Fate, that's a really quick execution coming up. The attackers, they are determined. They need to flood in, but a quick decision. Quickly going for a quick rotate. Blade anticipated completely. Whipped all the shots in the world. And there is no second chance coming in your way. Position has been compromised and it's...
Because he was able to tag.
This was the semi-finals, right? VPG or Team 7DS.
Right on the corner. We'll be back in a few.
कौन जीता?
In the time, it's a B execute is what we see.
Control, but then again, as making some gunfights onto that Raze and
12-9, I guess VPG जीता ये कल.
with fire here.
उसके बाद 2 मैच 7DS ने जीता होगा. तभी आज 7DS और क्या है? Covenant. हाँ, Covenant esports का. वही जीता.
At least not in their hands. Not sure if the defender attack.
Ascent.
Lurking in. Still Radoon couldn't just make that connection possible.
Lotus Man 913.
One for himself.
Okay.
I mean, they need
डिफेंस मैप है ना. हाँ, इन लोगों को डिफेंस बाद में पड़ा है 7DS का, I guess.
So we need to
perform up to the mark, and that has costed them.
Nice, nice. अच्छा कमबैक किया इन्होंने. अच्छा कमबैक किया.
Sure that they are not giving away anything unnecessary whatsoever. Dragon able to bring himself right back with the revival, but now she needs to find a kill to keep herself alive.
One enemy remaining.
Kind of desperate if I want to be honest, but looks like not gonna be happening whatsoever. It's gonna be Blade.
Crazy, crazy.
There, but it's gonna be none other than Sui Shunsui. Able to
This was the final tiebreaker.
5 consecutive rounds on a B side here. Only one round being won. So
क्या मैप है भाई ये? ब्रीज नहीं, बिंड. Bind है, bind.
Themselves, but now coming into the map of Bind, I really hope that VPG, they have a fresh mindset because 70s, they do have the momentum for themselves, and if they keep up with that, VPG, they are definitely going to have a very tough outing in the map of Bind itself, I believe.
That's what I want to believe as well. VPG. I just hope their experience over here doesn't turn into unpleasant whatsoever. While 7DS, I do believe they will carry on the momentum for the
10
last
minutes.
game. And if they do so, VPG is gonna be left scratching their heads and left with nothing else to do. This is why I love Sky. You know, you can send that dog within the TPM to scout out the entirety, half of the map, without even leaving a personal area. Reaper will find the first contact, but it's gonna be Blade who's gonna find it. But the refrag game does come in instantly. Razer able to punish his sorry, punish the Sky there for playing a bit more aggressively. Zizitsu playing with fire here will be able to find one, but not too much actually. So defenders, they are losing bodies really quickly here on a post-plant situation. They'll have to make this retake a bit more wieldy and worthy as well. Snowflakes, no one super low on HP, but nice 1v1 between Dragoon and Snowflakes. 1v1, and the biggest problem is he is 1 HP. Snowflakes on his own attire, and he's also kind of paranoid at the moment. There's undoubtedly no questions about that. Dragoon, he can just chill, and if his teammate somehow has the confirmation that Raze is low, he can just go for body shots, and he will be more than fine going in for these fights. It is
वो stream कर जाके
as well, but there's not much he can do actually. Dragoon has a better angle and better everything if you think about it. 1-0 as the players of 7DS starts things off in a pretty spectacular fashion, but it did also go down to a 1v1, so good attempt for the defensive side, but they'll have to make sure that these rushes from the side of the attackers can be dealt with brute force as well.
One thing is for sure, I mean, that's been cleared in the very first round itself, that 70S, they are all set, they are all prepped up for this map of Byte mentally and skillfully. This bonus buy once again can be a big breakthrough.
There 8 minutes और
Flash cleared along itself, but yep. 70S are playing the time. Wonder Kid slams it on Zizitsu. There is no way that they could just counter it. One after another, Taz still trying to fight back, but eventually gets traded off. Snowflakes is going to be the last player, and his position is quite anticipated. He's going to wait, he's going to play the time, but just in a kind of idea whether he can just get at least one player down.
Discord पे वो हुआ क्या?
Done dusted.
Okay.
Well, he was trying to get some exit frags if he could have gotten his hands on them, that is, but that's not something which happened back there. I mean, if he could have timed that Prowler, it could have been a bit more precise. But the problem is he does have a classic in his hand with 3 angry people right around this corner. One of them even had a Phantom or I think it was a Vento. So it would not
एक काम करो, अबे अभी तो सब्सक्राइब मारा मैं इधर. What the heck?
So I'll have to give him some slack, but 2-0, and this is where the players of VPG should be comfortable going in for their own take.
6 more minutes, guys. एक काम करो.
There are players or not players.
ये मैच तो 100% टीम सीड इंडियस जीता था, तभी फाइनल्स में गया है. यप 7DS जीता. नाइस. सो या अभी वो देखो, इसको बंद करो, इधर वेट करो, मैं तब तक आ रहा हूँ. ठीक है, तुम लोग ये एंजॉय करो, ये जब तक चालू हो रहा है मैं आता हूँ. कुछ खाने वाने के लिए चाहिए होगा ना, बैठ के देखेंगे तो भाई.
Thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society, so I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with
कुछ तो हो रहा है बोरोस बोरोस ब्रुस
There's still always an opportunity that you can go for. There's still always a chance that your team can come on back into any game if you do have the arsenal ready for themselves. And looking at the members of Covenant, you can already tell that they're players that look in sleek here, other than Shields, but Shields always looks like a
bro.
homeboy in real life and also in the picture. He's
But
the
yeah,
best friend
I'm
of
not
mine,
saying
by the way, ladies and
anything.
gentlemen, before
I'm
anyone
not
gets the
saying
wrong
anything.
idea. I know every single one of these players. And I was their coach as well originally, so all of them are very close friends of mine.
okay, so we can get it. It's a little bit of personal emotions that are flowing in, but yeah, it kind of sums it up. But even when you just talk about Coven Esports, I mean, look at all the players: ARJ, Babushka, Sonics. The team of Covenant Esports, they have been a wrecking force. I mean, some way or the other way, we can say that they're a big mountain, and if you want to win this tournament, you have to cross it. And for a team like 70s, yeah, Dragoon played really well. Razer, the Reaper, Wonder Kid did an exceptional job in the last semifinals they played yesterday. But once again, climbing a mountain is going to be a really, really tough task for them.
Absolutely. It all really comes down to understanding what the map selection is going to look like. The first initial one being immediately Corrode. Covenant picking this one up with 70s going on to Lotus, Ascent, Sunset, and with the Decider being Bind. A blast back to the past for yesterday now, isn't it? For 70s, that Bind map, is there going to be their saving grace? Possibly, because I'm expecting this to go all 5 maps if the members of Covenant don't take the first 2 ones, because Ascent for the Covenant have been easily one of their best maps here since the very beginning when this team was formed. So 70s, they need to be careful of what they do on that second map. Corrode, though, will be a bit of a question mark because I have no idea what kind of strategies Team Covenant have planned out for this particular map, but I'm excited to see because a lot of these new and up and coming teams, especially the much more experienced teams, have started to pick up Corrode because this is one of those maps that have now turned into the best map that you can pick up when it comes down to those BO5s. No one knows how to play it and everyone hates Abyss, so you need to pick and choose. Either it's Corrode or Abyss, and knowing Covenant, they hate Abyss with a burning passion. And for Corrode, this is very similar to how you play out Ascent, so for Covenant, this could be another easy feat for them to really build up a strategy that they can easily take their opponents by storm with.
Yeah, exactly. And when it comes down, I really somehow the other way thought that okay, Bind might be one of the maps to get banned against 70s after what they did yesterday against VPG. But okay, Bind has been allowed. Other than that, the other maps have been banned. So yeah, makes sense. I have to see how things are going to turn around because now it's time for the agent selection part. And when it comes down to 70s, they have been sticking with the textbook selections when it comes down to the maps, not trying anything unorthodox. While Covenant Esports, they're very quick in their decision making. They have kind of decided that okay, these are the agents that we're gonna pick, and specifically Zayden on that Neon can be really ruthless.
Absolutely. Zidon's just one of those players that really has been those superstar performance players. He's a very young kid, mind you. It's like the same age as Deadly. Both of these players are
For each of us, and it's okay. Well, I just want to be happy.
have like elevated to the point of no return over the last couple of years. You also have the veteran presences. We call him like in Bangla, we call him the Buira Beta, but there's a reason for it as well because he's really old and he's like the uncle of the entire team. There's a lot of lore behind the side of Covenant and players that have been playing for a very long time, players that have been part of the community for a very long time. They will know that Covenant as a team, they're really a close bonded squad. It's not just work, but even outside of the server, they spend time together. They're
करोड़
close
चूज
friends
किया
and
इन
they
लोगों ने
love to play with one another as well. But because of that synergy, because of
crazy
the lack
crazy
of awkwardness, I would say, you can tell that as a team, Covenant is just always gonna be the ones that you will pick to take this victory because I don't know how 70s generally plays.
चैट
Maybe
में
you
क्या
can
चल
fill
रहा
me
है
up on that, but I can vouch that the Covenant, when it comes down to their team play and synergy, no other team comes close to them. But one of the biggest flaws that they do have as a team is their mid-round adaptability. Those mid-rounds that generally plague them has not been fixed over the years, and it seems as though it's just been a recurring theme. Even on the yesterday's matchup, you can tell that in a couple of the rounds that they were playing, Covenant just couldn't really play the mid rounds out properly.
Yeah, that can be a little bit of problematic, but I really believe, as you mentioned about 70s, I mean, 70s, they also have a lot of loopholes, and if anyhow, Covenant Esports kind of figure it out and they try to exploit it, 70s can be brutally thrashed, and that is one way of the
Oh,
concerning
मैच
part
चालू हो गया.
that I have kind of figured out yesterday, and on which
वाइपर लिया है भाई.
they also made the exploitation happen in the map of Lotus. And once again,
Let's
Lotus
see,
is
let's
still
see.
in the map pool, which is going to be the next map. But right now, we kickstart with the first map of Corrode as the grand finals begins.
Let's go.
Already with the mid rush now coming on through. Where do they want to go with this one? How fast do they want this entry to happen? It's going to be Zidane who takes the first line of contact here. Shields over towards the back end of this. Knee deep over towards the mid side. Reaper does fall.
अबे ये
Looking
क्या
for
wall
more
है?
close for the fight. That's going to be
Mid के
another
लिए.
one to get here. Razer getting caught off from the back. Babushka, he does find the head, and one after the other. They do
मेरे को
fall
खुद सीखने
down
मिलेगा
into
भाई
a
इधर.
2v2 situation now as the players across the entire map have just started to instantly run things down. You can tell, positionally, the members of 7DS, they were able to answer almost immediately Covenant. None the wiser for it, but even then, the fact that a 2v2 really came down to it. Deadly, he's in the perfect spot to go in for those multi-frags, but the shot just doesn't connect. This is down
Okay.
back to work.
Oh,
It's all
nice,
the
nice.
Babushka, and he just couldn't find the
I'm
shot
supporting
that
for the
was
India
required.
team, man.
It's gonna be Wonderkid instead to take this one away. 1-0, but 7DS, yikes. This was a close one.
Wonderkid was that bit like popping off yesterday as well. Early rounds, he was not.
Who's the attacking? Okay, Wonderkid, they are defense.
Yesterday, but right now it seems like he's in
70s का
which is a
पहला
good
defense
news
है.
for 70s, if you ask me, because Dragoon has been stepping up lately really well. Shinsui was doing great, though it's just the first pistol to kind of talk so much about. But I really believe if 70s can
Time to work.
kind of figure out of what they have to do, I believe they can get some multiple rounds in their bag.
Yep. You kind of need to see where they're going to go from here on out. Zaidan's going to be the first one to go in for that kill. Instant for the opener. Shunshi now down over to the mid corners here. They've opted for a force buy in this particular round, and for the members of the Covenant, this force buy could be the thing that they need, but even then they need to be careful of where they go with this one. Don't really like the overall timing for this. They need to be careful of how this hit goes out. For now though, slowing things down over to a crawl, another chance for the members of the 70S to really turn this one back. The last player is not yet spotted. Razer's not going to be able to find that kill in towards the A side. Sorry, the B side is going to be the players.
Okay, okay.
Covenant being able to set up and get into their defensive positions with the two-man advantage that they do have. It's all about settling in to the spots and filling in those gaps. But honestly speaking, the B side is not that big, so they have to be careful of where they stand because the crossfire positions, if set
Nice
up
start,
well,
nice start.
the members of 7DS, they can't really break in for free.
Look at the kind of crossfire setup that they have already planted. That is really good. Now the positions all are compromised. Reaper really looking forward to get something, but the smoke just be deployed at the right time. Shunsui, the Reaper swings pretty hard. Covenant just crumbles down
Bro,
like
crazy.
ash at this moment, and there's nothing that they could do. 70s, what a beautiful conversion that is. My god, everything was set up right in front of their eyes, and with one
Crazy, उनका 5 players जिंदा था भाई.
just crumbled down for Covenant.
Nice clutch
I
भाई.
said that the site is very cramped. You need to have those proper crossfires set up for you to hold on to that side. This is exactly why. There's a reason why teams have started to just play this side from the outside instead of being in. And there was a reason why, even on Bind, you generally don't want to have more than 2 players inside of the site and everyone else will play for the outskirts. It's because of this exact reason. It is so claustrophobic that it is not that easy to find trades on this, unless you know exactly where your teammates are playing. This was a rough call from the members of the Covenant. They have made a mistake here almost instantaneously, where their players are not able to find these hits. One player already spotted out. Wonderkid doesn't really get that kill, but still, the trades do come through This has just gone from bad to worse as Dragoon
एक second, guys.
really up close and personal for that fight. They're looking for the engagement, and Babushka is going to be the first one to take it. Shots fired as Razer's not going to be risking that one. Immediately running on back, Dragoon up and ready for this fight. Has a refraction to go. Razer's going to be able to find that opening kill over on Dewan, and now with these openers, 70S, they're just waiting for Covenant to make that first move. They don't even need to do anything anymore. No risk have to be taken. They have a two-man advantage, and they can carry this forward almost anywhere.
Dragoon definitely got a nightmare at that position, but right now, the mid has infiltrated, and Sonic wants to make some early connections, just trying to peek out the corners. Yeah, Omen has been spotted completely. It brings it down to a 2v3 though. Them to figure out the paranoia comes into the play. It's going to be tough.
30
Clock is
seconds
ticking,
left.
30 more seconds on the clock. And Bills deploys the paranoia, wants to go up close and personal. The Omen is still trying to fight back. The Reaper is down to a little bit of low HP. Spike has been planted.
Oh, मम्मी का कॉल आया था. मम्मी भी like चंद्र ग्रहण लगने वाला है आज. Crazy.
Actually looking like he's in a really great form, and with that being said, that's the third round for 70S.
These rounds have really worked out in their favor. 70S. Now that they've gotten that 3-round lead for themselves, they are
Nice भाई. 70S already बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं भाई वो लोग.
It's not like they're losing on these rounds that early on. It's just coming down to the fact that Covenant, they're not playing their close ones out properly. They know how to take entry, but the problem is they don't know what to do with the goddamn entries. And because of the amount of bodies that they are constantly dropping, the economy is not looking that
Ooh, nice entry.
from the members of 70S. Zidane already good for that first initial opener, shuts down the Fade here to take the A side for themselves. The positions being good is one thing, but at the same time, the post-one spots is where this team is really struggling. They need to spread themselves out, take multiple different fronts, otherwise they're going to be in for a world of hurt. Babushka does shut down Razer though before he gets close enough for this duel. So now it's up to Shields. Plants across. And now for the fight. Already for the initial hit, it's going to be Dragoon who tries to play for some information, but his teammates were not really that ready to try.
इन लोग शायद बोनस खेला है शायद 70S इसलिए गया है लोग का.
70S, this retake is now impossible. I do not know how you're going to be able to go in with this one.
They're trying to go there and trying to engage. He has been taken down. Sonic's
Nice. चलो एक राउंड तो सिक्योर किया इन लोग ने.
Gets the first round for Covenant. It was a good play. And once again, I believe Sonic.
Yeah, they played bonus.
He is doing exceptional job, but when it comes down to the other
No.
Wonder Kid going down was the breakthrough point in this round, because if you kind of remember on the B side what happened, that one
दो बंदे सेव कर रहे, तीन बंदे, चार बंदे बाय कर रहे भाई, एक बंदा सेव कर रहा है.
But right now this first round was really important for Covenant to make a breakthrough.
Let's see.
Looking forward to continue it to a much more longer, but once again it looks like a hit.
Yeah, once more these fights.
Same Viper wall mid के लिए.
Going in the opposite direction of it. Seems as though Saigon's gonna be the first one to take this one. Nightfall now utilized to just jump on across to really find this opening hit here, but even then.
एक बंदा मिड लॉक कर रहा है उधर भाई. दो रोटेशन काटेगा वो. भाई. वो निकाल दिया उसको.
They're able to survive, but they're able to take it all back. Over on the back line, two players have fallen. As Team Covenant now, with the Nightfall coming in, they need to try and get out of this sticky situation as quickly as possible. Dragoon's just going to be coming around the corner to instantly find the catch over under the last two players, and they do fall. 70S, they're playing 3D chess out here instead, because the members of Covenant, they're like going, they're pretty much like flies going into the light here. And one by one, they're just bashing their heads against the wall because
आज लगता है Covenant का दिन नहीं है.
Under absolute lockdown.
The fact is that this map is picked by.
But anything is possible, भाई.
So when you pick a map, you do expect the team to kind of outshine, do something better.
But yeah, attack centric map है, but attack नहीं हो पा रहा तो कुछ नहीं बोल सकते. मैं अभी लास्ट मैच खेला भाई, 5-5 हुआ था एक मैच खेला मैं, मतलब 0-5 पे थे अपन. ठीक है, उसके बाद बैक टू बैक फट 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 करके अटैक राउंड में निकाला लोटस पे। वो भी अटैकिंग मैप ही है, तो एनीथिंग इज पॉसिबल भाई।
The way he's anchoring on the sides, providing the smokes at the right moment. He's doing an exceptional job, but right now it all comes down to the Vice on the B side.
Not ready yet.
Ouch. Yikes. That's gonna hurt them for that one. Razer's gonna be one thing for it. They need
nice
to find
done.
even more kills. Finally, the members of Covenant are not allowing these players to get out of this one for free. Deadly with another big kill over from his side. And making the strats a little bit too overcontemplated is another big problem that the members of Covenant do have issues with. But even then, 70S now opting for another retake. This is where this team really has shown up in more times than one. And finally, a bit more of a better position.
नहीं होगा ये शायद, ये राउंड उनका कोवेनेंट का।
Zaidan's spot though is a little bit risky. He doesn't really have the best of crossfire set up with his teammates. Deadly needs to hold on to multiple different angles as well. Good shot over for the first. Deadly's gonna be able to find a second as well. Never mind, Deadly. The aim game on this player has now turned up the heat. And with the last one being Wonder Kid, I don't think he's gonna be risking it. Tries to go in for a save, but immediately gets caught by it. 4-2. Covenant, they're now back in it for the running.
It's gonna be an economical dent on the side of 70S. Yep. Couple of rounds being lost, and now they are down to an equal round. They will be forced to go for like 2 sheriffs, maybe make it 3. They do have a buy, so all sheriff, couple of fingers that will take go with, but yep. You realize, okay, just 2 setbacks.
Save round.
Still in the lead, and we can maintain it. But this round is going to be really important for them. Once again, it seems like a waterfall is going to happen on the A side.
Oh.
That's a really good move.
Yep. This is a good opener coming out from them. You can tell the Reapers though on for the chopping block as well. If he's not careful, he could be the one to be the executioner instead. Beats the timing of the players. He's maybe going to be able to sneak through and maybe find one more kill over from their side.
ये राउंड तो फिर कोवेनेंट ही है, वाइपर अल्ट।
He's going to be able to shut out 2.
बट सेव राउंड पे उसने अल्ट वेस्ट किया है भाई।
70S.
It was the save round भाई। Nice. Nice try.
Try and make things work out for his team, but they just couldn't find those frags. Now Cuddy, even then 70S, they got pretty close to these fights, and honestly speaking, for Covenant, they're just rushing into a lot of these sides. 70S have yet to really showcase how they're gonna try to stop them. They need to be a bit more proactive with this double duelist composition. You can tell that the lack of
these guys have 4 ults.
Is very much apparent.
They have 3 ults.
Because of the way that Covenant are playing this Viper,
okay.
Generally because of the Viper's wall that they do have splitting up the mid side, it's very difficult for 70S to play for information on mid. And if they try to play a bit too overly aggressive, anyone playing on this opposite side of mid can instantly shut them down.
He's just going all in. There's no looking back.
A पे अच्छा एंट्री हो रहा है इन लोग का।
Teammates have got his back, but right now the A side is completely required with the teammates of 70S. They have a good read about the situation. Shunsui, what is he gonna do? He's trapped at that moment. The ultimate's being used out there. Something has to be done. He gets a surprise to Sonic. Now that's gonna be a nightmare for him, but even with the swing, 2 players fall down Zaidan, trying to find as many openings as possible alongside Babushka. He's trying to get some information. It's down to 2v2, and we can see the situation is still under the control for Covenant. Though the spike is yet to be planted, but this is going to be a head-on duel while Zaidan takes the lead.
Almost out.
For now though, you can tell these openers for them.
30
members of
seconds
70S are looking to see where the members of Covenant are running for. This is not really the situation where you want to be in, especially with the plant going down. It's pretty much slap bang in the center.
Bro, crazy scene, crazy scene.
Babushka in for the
वो मिड से जाएगा तो बचेगा, अगर लेकिन स्पॉन से जाने का सोचा तो गया। Oh, timing, bro.
He's gonna be able to find one after the other. Babushka. He heard out the
तो तुम लोगों को मिनी मैप नहीं दिख रहा है।
He needs to find this kill. Free fires have been taken. Babushka's positions now known in towards the back lines. It's gonna be Dragoon who breaks his ankles instead.
Crazy.
Poor old Babushka's not gonna be ready for that one. 5-3, ladies and gentlemen. 7DS, they take this victory for themselves, as this round could have been in the favor of the Covenant, but the fact is that Adano is just not ready for such a fast fang to come in from the back like that. 7DS now. What do you have in store for us? You have showcased that a lot of your rounds, especially on this defensive side, really does come down to your adaptability.
ये इमोर्टल लॉबी है भाई.
And Covenant.
कल का जो रिकैप देख रहा था उसमें तो इमोर्टल ही था कोवेनेंट तो.
Those mid-round adaptations are just not working out in the way that you would have expected. Because of it, a lot of these rounds are just falling apart for them. Those mid-rounds are where they're failing. The early round executes are looking so clean coming out from them.
एंट्री तो ठीक हो जा रहा है, इन लोग से होल्ड नहीं हो पा रहा है.
They can finally shut down a lot of these defensive
रीटेक अच्छा कर रहे हो लोग.
The way there are some errors, I really believe they can kind of figure it out. Right as now the spike being planted, just under the nose of 7DS, buying in some time, but now they will be looking for the force in. Trying to figure out the positioning. Wonder Kid, he has been doing a wonderful job so far. Has the boost under the radars. Will be smoked out, but Shells opens up. Takes a trade on Deadly though. Dragoon is doing a really good job, but now Babushka can be surprised back for all the teams. The shot has to be fired, but the position has been compromised by Wonder Kid. Gets Zidane down as well.
Oh,
Not a great
crazy.
side, but Babushka just gets him through. There's being a smoke criminal out there, but the Reaper takes the care of the entire side of Covenant by finally delivering the final blow to Babushka. And that's the 6th round going on the way for 7DS. Again, a really, really good execution from their end.
It just came down to the goddamn post plants again. Necros, I can't keep on saying this. I sound like a broken record, but tell me, in all of the fights that happened,
टाइम आउट लिया फिर
any
कोवेनेंट.
of them have a singular crossfire working for them? Everyone was taking their own duels across the entire fight. None of them were prepared to swing off of one another. None of them were prepared to even try to take trades. They were all holding their own angles. And at that exact moment, one person lost a duel, and there was nothing to try and save them. Babushka was the only one, I do believe, that was even trying to play for a trade, and he was forced to play for a trade because there was
I'm
a
rotting.
fight in his face.
What the?
This has just gone from bad to worse, and I'm kind of
जेडी भाई ये क्या है? What the fuck is I'm rotting?
the way that things have been going. Covenant, they could be the ones to fall on their own map pick here.
Yeah, that might happen. But also for the people, those who are watching us live, you can definitely go and check out the apps of Hardbound Studios, which is really, really good. I mean, the kind of UI they make for your apps, the daily usage of apps that you kind of use every day.
अरे बाल ये क्या हो रहा है?
Definitely go and check out what
इंडियन फ्लैग सर्च कर रहा हूँ मैं.
now. We kickstart with the next round.
और इधर जा रहा है वो.
While there is a 3-round difference between 70S and
कहाँ गया बाल?
esports.
रुको.
The really important thing is how is Covenant planning to make a comeback after this tactical timeout? If they do, they have to make sure that there are
Let me just copy this.
errors that has happened in the last 9 rounds. You can see all these early contentions. This time Covenant, they're playing the time. And that is exactly what I was thinking that they should do. Rather than just going all in, just take the time and figure out how you can execute, make it a kind of split play. But if it doesn't work out, what's going to happen?
They're looking to go in for a bit more of a faster hit too, but Wonder Kid, the fact that he's jumping to go in for the spot for information, they know what to expect already. The hit's gonna come through. The Arc Rose just giving them the blinding that was required. Space gathered here again. I'm not really worried about the way that these executes are going. They're always going to be able to get that spike plan down. It seems Covenant, they have that execution point down to the team.
एंट्री वगैरह बढ़िया हो जाए, बस 7DS का रीटेक बहुत सेक्सी है भाई, बहुत सेक्सी है.
Wonder Kid now over towards the corner. He needs to go in for the kill. It's not going to be able to find a shield instead. He instantly with the take here, one by one they do fall. These are the post-on positionings that you should have whenever you're trying to fight. Make sure to cover all the angles that your teammates are not able to do so. Make sure the one holding the power position is always there and ready to take these fights. 6-4 on the scorecards for the members of the team of Covenant. As the last player, he's just opting for a save. Razer, he can't really do much in this round, but maybe get a couple of exit frags at the bare minimum. But even then, he's not going to be risking it. Understands that his teammates doesn't really have the best of weapons, and he needs to stay alive to make sure he drops them by.
कोई ना. Oh nice. एक तो निकाला भाई. Eco तो 14 वालों का.
Satisfy him for now, but yeah, that's gonna be another round being converted by the Covenant Esports. Monarcade is doing an exceptional job alongside Raccoon, stepping up the game. Babushka has been firing. I mean, 5 kills, it's good, but I mean, we know that he has got much more potential to showcase. 10 rounds passed, 5 kills so far. Zidane trying to do something good alongside Sonic. He's got 8 kills for himself. But once again, the strategy worked out for Covenant after that. Once again, the strategy worked out for Covenant.
ये तो गाना ही गा रहा है भाई ब्योमकेश भाई. Crazy.
These last couple of rounds really just came down to them having a proper understanding of what the other ones are doing. Situations like this, it's not a single world that they're not going to be able to find. Even then, they have to be careful on what they want to try to do next year.
Enjoy करो मैच enjoy करो.
Much over aggression and they will fall.
मैं भी enjoy करता हूँ थोड़ा सा.
For now, stability is key. Down the stronger weapons. But Wonder Kid, even with an Ares,
Spam.
always being a problem child.
डर नहीं लगता तेरे को भोसड़ी के?
Gonna be able to find one, but down over to a 3v2 situation now going into this retake. You can tell that this is going to be an issue. Razer up and ready to come in.
पर ठीक है एक बंदा स्पैम कर सकता है.
One from heaven, one from bottom. You can tell that the members of Covenant, they're getting desperate, but getting into positions for this play. This is perfect coming out from the positioning is good.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Stick कर गया, stick कर गया, stick कर गया. Crazy stick भाई. Oh my god.
Game plan here from the side of Covenant. You didn't even plan for yourself.
Last round before the switch.
Oh no.
7 DS bro.
That's bad.
They wanted a kill, but the thing is, Reaper sniffed them out and immediately teleported away, and that wasted so much time. Covenant couldn't really do anything after that one.
Anyone feeling generous?
Feels like the 7 years they're into the minds of Covenant, and that's really not a great move for them. But for 7
Crazy.
years, yeah, they're winning. They're winning in their opponent's map picks. 7-4. They win this one, make it 8. But is that gonna happen? Because Covenant going for the mid approach. Wonder Kid taking the charge.
Mid है, सारे mid ही है भाई.
Position has been revealed. Once again, the Viper ball being that one diversion that is helping out the likes of Covenant. Giving a little bit
उन पे 2 smokes है ना. Oh.
already towards the A-link.
अटैक तो अच्छा होना चाहिए था इनका. 2 कंट्रोलर है तो भाई. इसलिए शायद इन लोग वो कर ले रहे हैं. एंट्री ले ले रहे हैं. अच्छा.
And that is going to be a little bit problematic for Covenant to kind of reach through.
It's been going on exactly as the other question.
भाई अभी तक पांचों के पांचों जिंदा है दोनों टीम के भाई. Crazy crazy intense. हाँ लास्ट राउंड है भाई. 7-5 is good for Covenant and काफी लोगों को ये मैप डिफेंसिव भी लगता है. तो उन पे ओमेन अल्ट है. ओह ओमेन अल्ट करके ओके ओके प्लांट हो चुका है ऑलरेडी. ओह शिट गया डिफ्यूजर. ओमेन अल्ट किया गया डेड. वो दोनों नियॉन अल्ट भाई क्रेजी.
From bad to worse, the players, they've wasted all of their utilities. The halfway diffuse is already done and dusted with. They still have a smoke to come up soon as well from the sidelines, but Junsui was worried about the player that could be coming in from the back. Finally, the signs of life have been seen by the team, but this was
nice 7-5. चलो कोई नहीं.
Nail-biter situations coming out from them to take a plant spot like this and to play on the opposite side without anyone coming in from link and coming in from the corridor.
Intense.
This was risky.
That was. It just felt like okay. It was a jaw-dropping moment. There's no questions. Yeah. For 1 second I really thought, okay, this round is at 1 point, but then the kind of spam play they came up with, okay, they got a breathing space. That was an open blunt, but it is definitely not the Covenant we saw yesterday. Kind of
चलो W start.
smacking
W half
right and center to
for the
their
Indian team.
opponents, but right now they are being confined and restricted in their movements in their own pick map for road.
Okay, इनका mid पे ही ज़्यादा control है. दो बंदे mid पे defense कर रहे हैं भाई, crazy. Scarlet Swiss, yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
They are on the run to hit the A side. You will see the Vice as well as the feed holding on. Really important for Covenant to figure out.
Oh, by the way, Scarlet Space is also our co-streamer. तो इनको तो क्या ही बताऊँ मैं. They are already ahead, 4.7. Crazy man.
Zidane is checking up the mid. Yes, there are some players, but feels like there can be a chance for a quick rotation.
Crazy.
I need to see where they're gonna go with this one once again. Finally, Covenant. They're turning up the heat for these last couple of rounds. Off of bad to worse if they're not careful. Once again, you can tell that 7DS now looking a little bit more on the dicier side as their players have just started to figure out on what to do next year.
30 seconds left.
Okay.
Who takes that first initial opener, trying to fight it towards the side. The trades are just so well played out by the members of 7DS. That's what you would love to see. Sonic now waiting for the fight, but he gives it away at the very last second. Those spidey senses are tingling for all the wrong reasons.
Crazy, bro. No time.
Down on an island. He couldn't really find the shot
Crazy.
he wanted, but
Crazy.
alive and kicking for those two trades. Sonic
Crazy,
tries
man.
to go in for the hit,
Nice
but the
round.
trades just do not
Nice
go in
round.
their
Nice round.
favor. This is how you play the trade game, ladies and gentlemen. 7DS. They're just playing the fundamentals of Valorant better. They're not taking isolated.
अबे like करो. जो भी देख रहा है जाके इधर like करो. वे Play MNG को भी subscribe करो.
Covenant though on the opposite side.
52 subs already. Let's go.
Shots like this, one of the easier ones to get to. I don't know what to say.
Let's go.
It's just about the whiffs and the trades which are not happening right for Covenant so far, but yeah. Both the pistols of the map of Kreo has been won by 7DS. You have to give them the credits for it. Shinsoi on the front end. The Neon shuts down deadly. But Siren was just better in connecting that outlaw. Finds down, gets the first
Force by
blood.
वैसे सही है इनका भाई.
Important one indeed for Covenant.
Nice track.
Situation like this, but they lost the pistol, forced by Shinsui and the company. They're playing the time. They do understand the gravity of the situation that if we go way too aggressive,
7DS पूरा रुक गया भाई उधर. Outlaw के चक्कर में.
for us, but that Vice coming up from the backyards is something that 7DS won't be expecting. Babushka, he has to get one frag.
Oh my god.
But 7DS, they do have a
Oh my god. क्या whiff था ये. चलो एटलीस्ट हायर लॉबीज पे भी ये होता है भाई whiff. सुकून.
While it has been one loss from the ends.
These last couple of rounds have just kept on building up to be something greater and greater at each and every second. First one to try and find this hit, way late to try and
अरे बेचारा.
but even then they can't try to rush in towards the
Stun ही गलत हो गया बेचारे का.
stacked up here. And with all the defenders present, they need to offer a rotation, but instead, without a rotation, they keep on
Okay.
and they will fall because of it. 7DS, they
Oh,
underestimate
nice.
their opposition, and of course, the sixth defender being the clock, really working against them here. Covenant, they finally are able to stabilize. They get an equal round win for themselves. And a saving grace
Nice.
pretty much for all of this. The fact that they went in for a gamble sack and that gamble sack paid off so well. Covenant, they're thanking their lucky stars for that one. They're still in it to try and win it for this particular game with the bias that they do have as of right now, but they cannot underestimate their opposition because 7DS at any moment could be ready for that pounce.
That and survival is really important at this moment. the outlaw that he's connecting has to be precise, and whenever on the defensive half, Zedan has picked up that sniper in his hand. He has made
Oh,
some
shot.
crispy connections just like this. One decade has been shut down on an early note, and once again the entry has been denied. While Sonic took down Dragoon. He's opening it up. Forward. He's been pushed back, and there's no way he can make a fallback. Sonic finds a double alongside Zaidan, making a double swing, and the Omen. That could have been a nasty move by Zaidan, but Sonic gets his third for this round, and that's going to be the 7th round for Covenant. Defensive halves are in the favor for Covenant this time.
ये अभी भी भाई वो हो सकता है, कन्वर्ट हो सकता है गेम भाई 8-7 crazy.
Hopefully they want to turn things around and keep the lead for themselves. This has to be the round where they have to perform.
Absolutely. 70s now with the buy rounds going in their favor. The buys are looking to be a little bit
कोरोड खेलने का है, वाइपर लेने का, डबल कंट्रोलर चाहिए.
With the stronger buys, you're going to be able to turn this one back that easily. Bit of a mess here with the lineups coming in from Sonic though. Doesn't really find anyone. Babushka, that angle is a little bit too deep here. He can't really get out for free if he's not careful.
Okay.
The wall now being triggered open here. Not really the best of spots to put that wall either. They're now going to be falling because of it. The player is opting for the execution. Prowler already utilized to try and go in for that opener here initially. Dragoon instantly finds the catch.
रेज होता भाई, नेट मार के उन लोगों को आराम से निकाल सकता था.
From Sonic to just hold these players back, push this entire setup down to a crawl as Zaidan
Okay.
now needs to be the one.
Radiant पहुंचा हुआ है बंदा है भाई.
Towards the midside, no real aggression being shown, and they're gonna fall because they don't have any form of information. Where's your push towards the B side? Where's your push towards mid? You have a Viper. You're supposed to go in for these flanks, but instead, playing it a bit too slow, they're gonna start to fall. And Covenant, they have no idea what's gonna happen next. Shields is in position to try and hold them back onto the sideline.
Oh, nice dodge.
Value soon, and if it doesn't, this is
nice flash.
From bad to worse.
High possibilities. Trying for the retake. All of it already there, but now the interesting part is how he's gonna things crumble or be better, but Shunsui just behind the box. Sonic, you better be prepared. The crossfire setup is immaculate.
Nice crossfire, अच्छा crossfire पे बैठा था बे ये लोग. Nice round, nice round. Nice round.
Just when we thought that okay, things are going right for Covenant, 70SC is not that easily. Yeah, definitely a couple of rounds. The mistakes.
Zaidan could have knifed by crazy.
Okay, how we can counter them. Boom, they get the round.
Zeddy. Zedai.
They do have the buys for themselves. Zaidan bringing up that big boy, that op in his hand. Now, this is going to be interesting how 70S will be looking for the counter.
है कहाँ ये op लेके?
It's not being shot on an early note. He can cause a real havoc to the entire side of 70S.
बात तो सही है.
Absolutely. The way that Zaidan plays, if you allow this guy to really take a good foothold and a chokehold on your team, there's nothing really that you can do to try and stop them. But I digress.
Peek and you are oh nice.
As much as you can call a team to be incredible, you can't overhype them as much because they still can bleed. Covenant now losing out on one of their key
shot.
Zaidan still alive and kicking for this one. Shuts out Reaper, and he's going to be able to reposition himself into a better spot here. The Op's going to be able to hold down the line, make sure that the B side does not have any attackers running into it. But the question being, what do the members of Covenant want to do now? Because A side seems to be the premier.
Bro, it seems like crosser placement पे हम लोग ही ज़्यादा बकचोदी पेलते हैं क्या?
As tightly as they possibly can, but they're isolated.
वो बंदा Radiant का है, उसका
any form of a coordinated push that rushes
crosser इतना नीचे था.
It's going to cause them to fall apart, but instead
Maybe उसका flicks वगैरह बहुत सही होगा.
The read over towards the opposite side of the map. They need to commit into the B side here almost immediately. Reaper, he's gonna try to make a full-scale sprint for it. He has the paranoia in hand to try and stop Zaidan from holding onto this angle, but this will be risky.
3v4.
And their only saving grace is that hey, Zaidan's gonna miss his op shot. If he doesn't miss, it's over.
Okay, blind कर दिया. Now they can enter, I guess.
Those stuns might just buy some time, but not enough. Shots being committed.
Shot.
Doesn't miss at all. That's the third. The heaven has been smoked up.
Eesh.
Himself, but Deadly was just too precise. 70, yes, they are crumbling down. Wonder Kid, he's in the main and will be blocked out with that snake bite. Won't be allowed. It should have been easy defusal. And there's nothing that Wonder Kid could do.
एक second, you guys enjoy. You guys enjoy.
Deadly is looking forward to maybe more criminal, but no, that's not gonna happen. Wonder Kid, he's just gonna save that one good weapon for the next round.
Survival for the fittest, pretty much. This Wonder Kid knew that this round was all done and dusted here. Everyone just slow peeked into that operator. There's not enough utility to try and flush out Zidane here. And I like the fact that Covenant, they've finally understood that their win condition has to be this op on Zidane. As long as he's able to find value out of this one weapon, there's not really the much that the members of 7DS can do because they are a very contact heavy team. They need to get
Bro, crazy, बहुत close, neck to neck चल रहा है match भाई.
have an opportunity where it will be the Waylay and the Neon to really push forward. Zidane again finding value, shuts down the initiator for the side of 7DS. This will make that attack now infinitely more difficult.
Ooh, shot.
And Sonic, he's just following that same pace.
This match is gonna convert भाई. ऐसा feel हो रहा है अंदर से.
Just get the momentum right.
Yeah. मिल गया इन लोगों को momentum.
Possible for the other team to make any counters possible.
Bro, shot बे. इसका हाथ में ऑफ आना मतलब गया खत्म है.
Single shot so far. Razer, sound has been given away. It has been given away, but what a shot by Razer. Instantly switches. Sonic is down. Now still right there. Zidane constantly
shot.
Here. Doman trying to flee away, but that's a 4K. Beautiful, crispy shot. Zidane at his best.
This is Zidane for you, ladies
Crazy.
and gentlemen. This guy is an
Crazy,
absolute
crazy, man.
prodigy for a reason. 27-11 on the scorecards. He is absolutely nuts. Tactical timeout now being taken by the members of 7DS here to really switch up the overall setup and set play for this particular round. They know that on this equalization,
क्या भाई ओडिन ओडिन करना चाहते क्या ये लोग?
getting to that double-digit point, and because of how much of an investment, those last couple of rounds were with the members of 7DS, they really need to fight tooth and nail for this one. A bit worried here, Necros, for one reason, because 7DS have just really been relying on those contact plays, and they haven't really showcased to us exactly what a set play is going to look like. Which makes me think, do they even have a set play, or are they just adapting to whatever situation that's being given to them by the members of Covenant? And one of the bigger problems that you will have whenever you're facing up
Bit
against an
different.
operator is if you don't have a proper
True,
plan
भाई.
in mind, that operator was
खतरनाक ऑफ कर रहा है भाई. अगर वो मर भी जाता है तो भी उसके पास ऑफ का पैसा रहेगा. भाई crazy.
Constantly switching the positions, right? He's playing on the Neon, he can rotate really quickly, changing the positions, not even giving a single idea to 7DS that, okay, this Neon is here, so it's better that we don't go towards that place. Last round he was mid, right now he's in the main. Shunsui has been taken down, the ultimate's being used, trapping all the players, the overdrive being activated instantly. Zidane, the movement has been restricted so far. The Haunt did not reveal any such positions, but right as now, 7DS, they're desperate to enter the side, but still waiting for the right moment.
बेचारा लोग का एंट्री नहीं हो पा रहा है भाई.
By Covenant, completely blinding out the vision. But the Omen is still there. But a quick rotation.
2-2.
Inside of 7DS. They figured out that this Neon won't be just moving away this quickly. So it's better that we move out and try to hit the other side. Maybe through mid or maybe through a complete long rotation.
Trying to get this one done too.
They should actually change their strategy and go away.
He completely messed up his
क्योंकि B पे already hold कर रहा है अब तो.
something else, but even then, can't really blame your internet for everything. But for now, Babushka
30 seconds left.
needs to be the guardian of this A side. He's the only one there, but 70s, they're second guessing this. They're going towards the opposite side. Dragoon's been knee deep on the angle. The positions are perfect. They've sold the fake here because of the nightfall being invested onto that side of the map. They have no idea that the rotations have come through. And the B side is all there. 70s, they played 5D chess.
ओके एंट्री हो गया 4v4 इजी बस ऑफर को दूर रखने का है अब
This time, Reaper went in for the information. Got back, but now Covenant, they better be a little quick. Babushka! The kid is just behind Babushka. There is a snake just stealing.
Retake आ रहा whiff ओ सेकंड शॉट भी whiff हो गया अभी इसका कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन हो गया भाई थर्ड भाई क्रेजी भाई ये whiff नहीं किया रहा था ना crazy
big game for him. He just has the time.
Nice.
This is gonna be the round 478.
Nice.
Just snatched it away under their nose. Wonder Kid was stalling just behind them for such a long time. Why won't you just wait 6 for even once?
Time was just taken away now, wasn't it?
Bro, अगर वो whiff नहीं किया रहता ना
there was no way they would have even known his position. But the fact is, Adan was just. This is something that has happened all the time, right? Like this is something that I talked to him as well. He has to stop bringing a snipe out. He has to have a weapon in his arsenal in all moments, even when you are inside of a smoke. And you can see exactly why. If Zaidan had his secondary out in that exact spot, he could have instantly broken that recon, but instead, it wasn't the case. Sonic, though, finally getting his revenge kill from inside of the smoke. This time around, Dragoon takes a back seat for this one. Equalization could be on the cards for them once again. As the members of 7DS, they did sell a big fake here early on. As both of these teams, they're playing purely on the basis of strategy as well.
I'm owner of 7DS.
Once again, get ample amounts of money going for a buy even after that last round. As Covenant, they're building upon the advantage. They're doing so much more once again for the head. That's going to be Wonder Kid to instantly take the back seat. Shields looking for more of a fight, and now with a flawless shot possibly to come through, it's not going to be a flawless, but a close to one at that. 10-10 for the equalizer. Covenant, they played this round flawless.
Have to admit it, aggressive, that probably this map is one of the most competitive maps for the likes of Covenant in this entire tournament. I mean,
7DS का owner आया है. I don't know if he's legit or not.
These kind of scorelines before even they jumped into the semis. They also won the matches 2-0 in the series of best of 3. Jumping into the grand finals, they are being tested to their limits. 10-10, but 3 more rounds to go. And it seems like Covenant, they have found their momentum while Zayden is peaking hard. He's just doing his job exceptionally well. And he's just waiting for him to peak, but whiffs the shot. So
Bro, 10-10. ये कब हुआ 10-10?
He's at 1 HP. He still peaks at 1 HP. Reaper, you have balls of steel to peak like that against an operator. Oh God.
I wouldn't have dared to do that if I was him. I would have waited for my teammates, but yeah, as you mentioned, he did have the guts. 2 players down, 7DS in the disadvantage. Might just be 11-1, but Wonder Kid completely reveals the position. He has just a sheriff to work out with, but still finds the Bushka. The Reaper tries to help him along, but Sonic, he has to deal with the pistol now. Deadly comes into the rescue. Leaves Wonder Kid all alone, but before he goes down, he's just trying to make sure he just gets all the fun for himself.
Nice try, babe.
But he's just good for that as Sonic gets a 3K in this round to make it 11-10 for Covenant.
I almost had flashbacks to what happened when Wonder Kid was still alive here right at the very end to get a clutch like that.
Bro, Wonder Kid भाई hard carry कर रहा, hard carry. उनके 2 बंदे एकदम बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं. Cracks निकाल रहे हैं.
Even when he's just trying to set up his team, he's always consistent with his abilities. And of course, his mechanical skill is just through the roof. 10-11 on the scorecards. That's now Covenant. They're finally the ones in the lead here. wants to try and find the aggressive hit, and it's going to be Zidane who's taking the engagement first. This is beautiful at that. The amount of confidence that you need to go in for a play like that with an operator in your hands is immense.
OG bhai.
And Zidane, he understands that the members of the Covenant, they've been playing
Champions.
just a little bit too slow. Playing too defensive is one of the main reasons why they're giving up this much space. And as long as they're able to find this aggressive play to work out, they're gonna be okay. But now Babushka needs to be the one to step onto the table. Sonic is gonna be able to shut down the entry for the side of 7DS. And now Sonic does fall, but that's all completely okay as long as Babushka holds and just finds one frag before he gets straight.
Just the shot, that's gonna be a double swing, but eventually down the fade is blinded, uses the opportunity and finds down one decay, 2 players down in a row. Whaley is just there, Dragoon, he has to pull the greatest clutch possible. That's gonna be a double swing, but the free fire is just there.
Bro, what?
3K for Babushka to secure the map point for Covenant Esports.
It's a GG
This
then.
was their map, though it was a tough competition from the side of 7DS. But you gotta say, Zayden, 32 kills. This man has turned out to be a monster in the map of Corrode.
And he's a monster for all the wrong reasons, because the fact that Zayden is just even playing an operator on the Neon is just even more of a bigger surprise, and able to find value on it as well. Generally, you don't want to have the Neon on that operator because your team wants to play a little bit more aggressively, and that rifle just gives you that edge, but it doesn't really seem to be the case. For the members of Covenant, they have a completely different game plan, where Zayden is that single-handed trooper who can hold onto any side that he has been given. They have to be careful of what's going on towards the A side. Deadly still alive and kicking, though. Deadly with a triple kill to his name. He turns it all around. He's the anchor for the side, and he's just gonna keep on going. Shots to be taken, one towards the top side of Heaven. Reaper's gonna be able to find one kill. They still need to get the clearance over towards Razer, though. Positions revealed up and ready. It's gonna be Deadly to go in for the shots, but they still miss out on the opportunity. The bullets whip, and oh my god, they're just gonna keep on falling. This has just gone from bad to worse, but still Shields comes in strong with the shorty to take everything away. These rounds are a bit too close for comfort, man. I don't get paid enough. I don't have medical insurance for this company. They're giving me heart attacks when I was their coach, and even when I'm a goddamn caster. Come on, guys, get your goddamn thing straight.
Oh, this was definitely a nail-biting matchup in the map of Corrode. The Covenant Esports, yes, they win. They are up with a 1-0 scoreline in the best of 5 series of Heartborn Studios presents Detonation Series Chapter 1. Grand Finals is just getting started, baby. And right as of now, we can say 7DS have put up a hell lot of competition, if you ask me. If they've got some really good plays. At some point, Wonderkid starting things off on a really great note with 23 kills in his bag. But I would still say that the team did not function well in the second half of what they did in the first half on the defensive half. The attacking half was completely downhill of what we saw in the first defensive half. But okay, we gotta say that somehow the other way, the Covenant Esports have made some really good comeback in the second half while they were on the defending side. Zayden, have to give him the credits of getting that big boy in his hand, and with that operator,
Bro, that was
and
close.
with his teammates,
That was
Sonic
damn
and
close.
Deadly stepping up at the right time. He's got 32 kills for all by himself. Then Sonic comes into the question with 23, similar as Wonderkid. And the Covenant Esports, once again, they showcased us that even if they're losing in the first half, they know how to make a comeback possible in the second one.
Yeah, they were not that comfortable on their overall setup, and you can tell that they took a little bit more of a conservative approach. Generally, not the approach that you want to take on the map of Corrode, because it is one of those maps that does award you to have that much more aggressive playstyle. And honestly, those post-line positions, that's going to haunt me tonight before I go to sleep. That's for certain, because none of them were really playing for crossfires, and all of them were just taking their own isolated 1v1s on so many of these fights. It's tough, but that's kind of what the reality of the situation is going to look like for them, ladies and gentlemen, for that first initial map at least. Hopefully, going into map number 2, things are going to be a little bit more better when it comes down to their attack side. But for 7DS, it's their own home pickup. It is going to be the map of Lotus, so give them the edge, right? Like, I'm just going to say 7DS, I am very pleasantly surprised with their performance, because you as a team have proven to me that, hey, you are a force to be reckoned with. And when you are such a force, you know that the members of the Covenant, they're going to take you a lot more seriously as well. Will map number 2 be the same as map number 1 where Covenant take a victory? Or will it be 7DS taking us to a 1-1? We don't know just yet as we head on down over into a very short little break, ladies and gentlemen, to settle everything out. And before we do close the things out here, Necros, do you have any more closing thoughts for this first initial map?
Yeah, I mean, Loader has been a little dicey for 7DS yesterday. It was their pick, but they got brutally thrashed by VPG. So they better be prepared this time for Covenant because, yeah, they look like the bad boys out there. And as you mentioned, yes, they won't be taking 7DS lightly. So we'll see what happens in the next map of Lotus just right after this short break.
बी राइट बैक होएगा बा खतरनाक खेल दिस भाई
Even we will be back. Be right back. Hello.
Shoulders, now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders, now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers, you better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up, don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up, change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness, famous for the way up, play the game, bruh. Never stop, don't get it if I want it, gotta make to myself a promise, I won't quit, keep going till I got it, I won't give up till I'm on top. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society, so I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the news off. You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing. All here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You were not as tough as you never guess. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly, I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk.
Roblox on top. Roblox on top.
Just keep buying everything. See you in the next life. Have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an X-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
अरे म्यूजिक कहाँ से बंद होता है इसका?
In a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah, that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait, no, it's living with no shame. Wait, no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just want to be happy. How to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We
Crazy, crazy. ये क्या है? मिल्क है क्या? क्या है ये? दूध है, दूध. Bro. Let's go. Let the customers come. Guys, like my stream को.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody
Crazy, bhai.
I make this every day and I'm impatient. Hoping one day I blow up from the basement. shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
अरे उसको पैसा वापस कैसे गया मेरा 1.01 $4 का सामान के लिए कौन क्रेडिट कार्ड देता है भाई? ये भाई $2 अरे क्या फ्रिज उल्टा रखा हुआ है क्या मेरा? फ्रिज उल्टा रखा हुआ है शायद. अंडा लेगा? ले जा. दो क्रेट अंडा ले गया $15 देके. वेरी नाइस. 20.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Detonation series presented
आ
by
गया
Unknown Studios. As
अभी
it
शॉप
seems as
बंद
though
करने का
my
टाइम आ
boy
गया.
Necros was living the fast life when he was eating some spicy food. So don't really worry about that, ladies and gentlemen, because now game number 2 is about to begin for this grand final stage. 70S going up against the side of Covenant. We did see a hard-fought victory come through for the members of Covenant for game number 1, but in
1
game
2
number 2,
50.
it could just be a completely different story because the first initial map was map pickup from the side of Covenant, so it was pretty much warranted that they would have an easy time on that particular map. But map number 2 being loaded, 70S's pickup, it will have its own difficulties. I'm a little bit worried of what could be coming next, but at the same time, I'm not so worried either because for the members of Covenant, the map of Lotus is easily one of their best maps as well.
Exactly, and I'm really surprised. I mean, to see 70S, I mean, they knew that, okay, Heaven is going to be a tough one. So they banned it because, once again, Covenant is really good at that. But to push Bind for a decider map when you know that Lotus was not a great outing for you yesterday, I don't think that's going to be a great decision. But yeah, they have chosen. It's already been decided. And we got to see what happens next because Lotus, as you mentioned, it's a good map for the side of Covenant. And once again, for as I mentioned before going on to the break, that 70S they did not had a really great outing yesterday in the map of Lotus because they were thrashed by VPG. And if that thing continues once again, this can be a really bad news because they are losing already the series with a 1-0 score. And if Lotus falls apart, you will go down with 2-0, and that makes a really heavy chance for the likes of Covenant to kind of deprive you for any chances that you can have for yourself to even bag up one match, because the next match after the map of Lotus once again is a map that is picked by Covenant Esports. So yeah, it can be a dicey veto for the likes of 70S, but it's time for the agent selection part, and I feel like 70S, they better be picking up the right ones.
Knowing them, they will make the perfect choices, but going
Let's
for a
go.
double controller setup once again, I don't really know how much I like this.
Map selection हो रहा है.
Couple of these
Map
answers
selection
that
हो
they
रहा है.
try to go for generally, the members of the Covenant, they could just be making a little bit too over-exaggerated and a bit too overly complicated if they're not careful. A much more of a slower approach would be better because their team just has a tendency of going to all different directions. But for 70S, they're keeping things simple with the chamber setup coming in, a Clove getting picked up from the side of Dragoon, a very ranked based combination that they're going to go for here. I don't know what's it gonna look like because
फिर से एक
honestly
लेडी
speaking,
बग.
Covenant, they're now picking up their characters right at the very end. It's a very standard setup on the map of Lotus, a meta that has been utilized back like almost a year ago when Lotus was first inscribed to every single team. I find it surprising that they haven't opted to pick up on that Chamber because Chamber in this current meta, especially on Lotus, is just such a good character to have with the 2 to 4s and of course the infinite tripwire range that we do have. Chamber just doesn't have any more restrictions like he used to. And honestly speaking, how do I put it? The whole concept of having a Killjoy on a team is just now a relic of a bygone era because Killjoy is easily one of the worst sentinels in the game to have. It's rather you have a Cypher on the team on Lotus rather than have that one Killjoy.
Completely agree to that. And right now we got to figure out how
Hello.
things are going to turn. Because
Yes.
if you ask me at this moment,
Ah. Yeah.
somehow the other
Stream.
way, 70s, they have figured out right with the agents and as you mentioned with the Killjoy part. See, Covenant, they have the momentum and they better be prepared to do something good. But this is going to be the second match of the entire Grand Finals. Covenant, they're in the lead with a 1-0 scoreline, but it seems like 70s, they're really interested in going all in towards the seaside, while Babushka and the Killjoy is all waiting eagerly for them to welcome.
They'll be able to run it down in towards the side. This is a full-scale retake now coming out from the teams. They're waiting for the spike line to go down immediately. They heard the reloads and they're going to be able to find a catch here one by one. The members of Covenant, they are playing this one smartly. They're able to rush it down and one after the other, they're able to find those kills. It's all up to the Chamber to try and go in for a frag, but it's just not going to happen. Instead, it will be deadly to send them back into the heavens. As 7DS just didn't really have much to give in towards this particular round because Covenant, they waited until the spike plant fully went down and then immediately popped their retake because they knew that everyone from 7DS, they would still be scrambling to get into postman positions. And because of that exact call, Covenant, they used that momentary confusion to its fullest degree.
First round underway, that's a really good start for Covenant. And right as now, we can just see one thing, that winning the pistol round always gives you a little bit of advantage, but we have seen how things can convert even with the bonus rounds. Team have fumbled down, but it seems like Covenant wants to go a tad bit more aggressive. Zen is already up close and personal. Dragoon, he has a read about it, that there is one player close. But all the entire team of 70S is just outside B, alongside the KJ, Fade, and Omen taken care of from the side of Covenant. Make it one breakthrough, but what a beautiful swing by Sonic instantly. The transfer, aim transfer coming into the question, takes down the two of the players of 70S. And that's a big setback right as of now, and Sonic and the company doesn't even hesitate as they knew they had the weapon advantage. That's the second round underway. A power-packed start for Covenant, but this time 70S, they have their buys.
Absolutely. Last round, of course, was an eco coming out from them. They could have worked with maybe 1 or 2 more kills, but even then, you can't really try over milk now, can you? You did lose out on the opportunity that they had for the pistol round because of the way that Covenant played, but now how will you stabilize yourselves? Zidane does not really have a lot of utility other than the nade here as Sonic. He's gonna try and go in for that spectacular play. Generally, that is known to be on that A side. Babushka needs to make an instant run for it here. Multiple players now flooding in towards this particular side. But they should be the ones to actually go in for the rotation instead here. But instead,
ये crazy one way भाई कैसे देता है ये?
Just hold on to this line. Babushka's position now revealed in a little bit of a tough spot here, but even then, Deadly able to find those kills, looking for the multi-frags. Babushka doesn't find the trade-off though, and they will fall for it. As Covenant now, they need to try and mount a retake going in. Spout shield straight through the wall bang. It's
Crazy.
Catch out Wonder Kid. Never mind, the spike plant does not go down, and this is just gonna be an opportunity that cannot be presented. Shot to be connected here. Zidane already does find a little bit of damage for the opener. Sonic is gonna be able to find the second. Sonic immediately gets down onto the third as well. As the members of the Covenant, good God, this flood was a little bit dicey. But Zaidan, making sure that his operator is known to his opponents, everyone was scrambling to try and find cover.
I believe the game-changing part was just denying the plant through the wall bang.
True.
He was just maybe 1 second close to plant it, but yep, that was stopped. Sonic is like...
इन लोग का पिंग भी अच्छा आ रहा है भाई. फिर क्या दिक्कत हो रहा है 7DS के साथ में?
Let me handle this, man. Lotus is my map, and I'm gonna step up with the fade. 7 kills already in just mere 3 rounds. Sonic looks really pumped up right at this moment, but right now for 7, yes, that's not a great news if you ask me. But the op is right on the slot, and Zedon doesn't miss, but wins the second one instantly. Razer definitely wet his pants out there.
Oh my god, Zaidan!
One enemy remaining.
This guy is just a force of nature. Shots just keep on reigning supreme, and this is Zaidan for you, ladies and gentlemen. When you give this man a chance, he will constantly keep on giving more in towards any particular round. As they have underestimated the chamber, but even then, good god, the way that these timings are just working out for them. You don't want to see this now, do you? Gunsui, I do believe, is having some technical difficulties. A pause might be taken soon for him, but that last round where Zaidan was playing, he is such a momentum-heavy player. If the crowd is behind him, if the teams are cheering him on, this guy is just a player that can ride the flow of any particular game when you give him the chance. 4-0 now. The operator still in his hands, being that dangerous side that the members of Team 7DS have to break through. What's the game plan here? How do you try and bring them down? Because Sonic is still somehow going to be able to find that kill. That Junsui now immediately being shut down. The Omen trying to get the equalizer is going to be even more deeper in towards these fights. But even then, they haven't found the opportunity to do it just yet. 3v3 now for that swing. Wonder again just being an absolute nuisance here in every single one of these rounds. And Wonder Kid, he gets his third and he picks up an operator for his trouble. 70s.
You just don't want Wonder Kid to get pumped up. This man can be really problematic, and it seems like 7TS, they have had enough of the operator. Now, they have that on their hand, and it has been given to Razer. Well, this man has been exceptional when it comes down to the opening department from the side of 7TS. We have seen it yesterday as well. But you gotta wait for Zaidan. He still has the op, he still has the money to buy it. It is gonna be Razer versus Zaidan. 2 ops, 2 different directions. A side not being very much explored thanks to the Viper wall. That is giving a little bit of advantage to the likes of Uvenant to get some more breathing space for themselves, but not for too long. Sonic's Prowler trying to find out something. They want to infiltrate the B side. They are there for the care, but Zaidan won't be handling that one angle for too long as Babushka has been taken down, and Razor's op is making some noise out there in the map of Lotus.
This is gonna be some problems that they have to worry about here already. Goes for the fight. It's gonna be Sonic who's actually gonna be able to get a 1-up position up against Wonder Kid. They'd have the weapon to do so. The Killjoy lockdown now will give them enough space to really play for this. Dragoon in an angle where he's gonna just try and survive. They immediately find a no-scope over onto one. They're looking for more space, and they're gonna be able to find it. That is for certain. Shots to be fired, and the showstopper just holding down the line. There's not really a lot of places that you can run to when there's a big bad rocket launcher just waiting for you to make that first initial step happen. 5-1 as the members of the Covenant showcasing exactly how comfortable they are on the map of Lotus. And my premonition that I had that this team will struggle on this map seems to be very relevant.
I still wonder. I mean, see, we learn from our mistakes, right? It's really evident. Sometimes you gotta push that, okay, one day was a bad day, but that doesn't happen every time. But it seems like it is a kind of same reputation of what they did in the last semifinals they played yesterday. Lotus isn't just falling into the pieces of the likes of 7DS, and already Kreo is down to Mary HP, and Razer finds down Shields. That's a good opening. There's the first blood given away. Zaydan's up is still intact in the right spot while there's a quick rotation happening and Dragoon won't be spared. The first shot connected, couldn't get him down, but he was barely surviving on a 1 HP. Got taken down on the second one. Quick rotation coming up from the side of 70S towards A side. Well, there is only one player. That's going to be the Fade to take care of the tree and the main. This time Zaydan also steps in. The hit planning, it's most likely towards B.
Ooh, Wonder Kid. Nearly found the head of one of the players. Deadly, he needs to be careful for what he's bringing onto the table here. Reaper's going to be able to find the first one. The operator duel being one out by the chamber instead. It's now B-side ripe for the picking. The players of 70S just rushing across here one by one. They're able to find the catch here. Deadly finally shuts down one player at the bare minimum. Needs to try and rendezvous with Sonic. Maybe find one more frag to just equalize things out. It's all dependent on whether or not Deadly's going to be able to find this. No, he is not. The headshot just doesn't connect. And Sonic can't do so as well. 5-2 on the scorecards here, ladies and gentlemen, as the members of the Covenant. They do fall in one particular round, but two players have yet to really show up from the members of 7DS here. Shunsui and of course Dragoon just haven't really been given that chance to shine just yet. And as soon as they do open their kill books, you know that the team will be in a lot more of a better spot.
It's really, I don't know, it's disappointing to see these two players not able to perform, like, kind of after seeing what they did in the map of Corrode. Oh my god, this is going to be a disaster. The entire east side has been opened up, there's nothing left. The entire team of Covenant is going for a backstab situation. Shunsui and the company, they're infiltrating the side of B, while Sonic is trying to give a little bit of information. Nobody aware of the backstab positioning. This can be problematic. You gotta watch your stakes. Razer is down, and now it feels like 70S. They have the information in the world that okay, there is a backstab incoming, and they were not anticipating that to run it like this.
They're gonna even go with this one is the bigger question. Already the shots are connecting. Sonic's gonna be able to find one more from the sidelines, and somehow the members of the Covenant are turning this one back. Shots yet to be fired.
Oh my god, this guy Yuvraj some इसका message delete किया था bro. He created a new ID, get a better management, and came to the stream. Bro, it's like crazy dedication, man.
70S have really figured out how to press their buttons. 2 rounds now lost consecutively here, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the world for them just yet. It's all now pretty much coveted towards the fact that, hey, 70S, they're really making this operator do its work. They're finding more work than you would have expected with the amount of space that this is garnering and demanding from the opponents. They can't really play overly aggressive either because of its existence. For now, they're just stuck. Don't know what's the plan gonna look like for this next hit here. But with the B side now already opened in, the showstopper in the hands of Shunsui. They're looking for another kill, and it's gonna be Razer.
Shot.
Babushka never expected that in the entire world. Kills, one good paranoia can just get him that one kill of Wonder Kid. The Prowler does make and realize the information. Razer is down. The Opper is down. That's not a great news for 70S, but Dragoon has got the aims right there. But Zaydan and Sonic comes over with a double swing, takes down the entirety of Zaydan. Doesn't have the op, but knows how to do the job with the Phantom itself. Make it the Vandal, finds a 4K, clears the entirety side of 70S. That's a big good round converted by Covenant. Yeah, they were a bit of cheeky in the previous one, going for that backstab approach. Did not work out for them brilliantly. This time they were quite aware of what they wanted to do. The retake was amazing. And now
फिर आ गया उस पे आप खत्म bro, खत्म. It's over for them.
As soon as Zaydan's back on that operator,
It's gonna be a 9-3.
he's always gonna be the person that takes over an entire game. Very much apparent in that last one, and even more apparent in this particular one instead. It's Razer now. He wants to try to take this fight here.
Off angle पकड़ के बैठा हुआ है, चुदेगा.
Not finding that opportunity. Finds the shot here. Razer none the wiser for it. Beautiful positioning coming in from Zaidan. Setting himself up early with his teammates' help. They can't really go in for this hit either. Babushka does have the snake bite up and ready. One player does dash across. He knows the exact spot now, but it's a little bit risky to try and take that dual. Wonder Kid does fall. And now one by one, the members of 7DS, they're on the back seat. Players to be spotted around the corner. Sonic just turns around, instantly finds a catch over onto the last two. 73, ladies and gentlemen, as the members of the Covenant are now coveting their victory here. 7 to goddamn 3 on your opponent's map pick. 7DS, they're rolling around on the floor trying to figure out exactly what they can do to try and bring this back.
In the meantime, the people watching us live, you can definitely check out the beautiful OS, Nothing OS inspired app presented by Hearthborn Studios. If you're a fan of Nothing and you want to just use the OS, is the best opportunity for you. But right now, best opportunity for 7DS to outsmart the likes of Covenant. But it seems like it doesn't gonna happen in that way. The aims are completely intact onto the entire spots with Babushka. He's way too aggressive. The chance gonna come in. Wonder Kid won't miss this time. Clear-cut headshot, a crispy one to Babushka. Getting the first blood out. That is some other way, a little bit of control given away. Deadly, it won't just give
Vandal नहीं चल रहा है इससे बेचारे से.
Wanted to explore. The backup arrives at the right moment, but there's a quick rotation chances towards A. Now, he knows it, and he knows it that quick rotation might just happen, and Zaydan just takes care of the B main.
Fernando, you can tell that 7DS, they've slowed their advance down to a crawl position. It's already being given away to Sonic. You can hear the sounds, but he needs to be careful because backup needs to come in quickly for this. Over for the opposite side. They've been given that chance. It's going to be Jinsui, who's now working his way in towards this side here. Does have a little bit of a gun to read.
Well, actually, if it's over soon, it's better for me. मेरे को dinner लेने जाना है. Crazy match, man.
The opening kill, and immediately the Killjoy lockdown comes in to make sure this round does not go south. This Covenant now looking and hunting as their players are just going to try to bring down at least one more player from the opposition as 7DS. They should be worried about this.
Last round in the half.
And then with so many of these fights throwing it away to the favor of the Covenant. 7DS, how do you turn this one back? Because you don't really have a lot of utility to facilitate a lot of the pushes that you're trying to do. They're hurt because of this badly. The team overall is just trying to maybe figure out the smaller details of the rounds, but when it comes down to the macro, it's just not been in that same boat. Like, look at this particular round too, right?
Ooh.
They used the Fate Haunt, they used the power, but they didn't use a smoke in the front entrance to try and prevent this op from finding value here. I'm so confused on why the Cove is even trying to block off staircase when they're having trouble even establishing any form of mountain.
Yes, it seems like we have lost the intent to fight somehow the other way, but yeah, Wonder Kid is still keeping the hopes alive. Painfield's coming out of the way, pushes away Sonic towards the backyard. It's going to be another quick B execution. Sonic does rely the information. Ultimate being activated. Deadly has to reposition as quickly as possible. He's there close by, shuts down Wonder Kid. Might just get the second. He's just good for 2. Reaper takes a trade, but he finds a double. Interesting situation. Both the Fates alive in the competition. Sonic, he has to get the Reaper if he wants to get the 9th one. Has the information right now. The Reaper will be anticipating the position. Sonic taking it slow and steady. Both the players trying to go for some similar approach. Sonic, if he sits down, gets the half defusal done, it can be problematic. Does have an information. He's sticking to it. He's sticking to it. That's really not a great plant. Not at all. That's an easy defuse.
Told you. It's going to be 9-3.
Plant by Reaper. Couldn't get anything out of that position. Not a great one at all. 70s. It's literally like they don't even want to fight in the map of Lotus. They're just given up that they can even win this one. Surprising to see just Dragoon only sitting on a 1 kill after like total of 12 rounds. Can you imagine
Bruh.
Shunsui on
Bro, तो उनका वाइपर भी तो 2 किल पे बैठा हुआ है.
players not even trying hard, or maybe they're not even able to perform a little bit.
मोरल
Even
डाउन
on
हो
the
गया होगा वो लोग और
duels,
कुछ नहीं.
Shunsui had to do something better.
बट ठीक है, देखो कमबैक भी हो सकता है भाई. 9-3 is a real curse.
All these rounds are really coming on down to the wire. For 7DS,
Okay, nice wall.
finding some success, but yes, keep on falling.
Should they?
And I want your 2 cents on this too here, Rose, because a lot of these rounds they are failing because they like originally remember what happened to the members of Covenant in map number 1, where they were failing because they were taking too many isolated 1v1
If they win
fights
this
and
round,
not
they're gonna
really
win the match.
going for trade-offs. That's kind of what's happening to 7DS. It's like they sold the disease now and they're the only ones infected.
Crispy Charles being connected quickly. 4v4, it's a good situation, but as now, this moment the Hunt does reveal the position. Deadly goes all up close and personal, shuts down the entirety alongside Sonic with a double swing.
Whoever wins this round, they're gonna win the match.
Man wants to fight, gets 1 kill though, just down 2. But the amount of shots he is getting bombarded with.
Then it's over for 7DS, man.
Double digits coming up from the side of Covenant Esports. A good one indeed for their end. Talking about it, 10-3. What a beautiful conversions by Covenant. And the main fact is, the next map is going to be their pick. That to the map of Asin, and Covenant has been exceptionally well. Though we can see that 70S also they had a fair outing against the VPG yesterday. Can't say the very same that's going to happen for Covenant Esports. Just by looking at the scoreline, the scoreboard is pathetic for 70S. Of what we just witnessed in the map of Korod, it's complete opposite. And once again, Covenant, look at them, looking like hungry hounds, trying to get and feed on.
They're unbeatable, man.
Of 70S players. They're in the position.
उधर भी कल भी मैच में सेमीफाइनल्स में इन लोगों ने 2 मैच लगातार जीता था.
Razer's in a good position, but he doesn't really have the headhunter bullets to try and constantly fight into this. He needs to slow down. That's the harsh reality of this situation. As Covenant, they get a free plan for themselves now. Stronger weapons in the hands of them, as well as all of their members need to try and force this entry. Utility now invested, but one by one the players just keep on falling. The headhunter around the corner, Shields just jumps down immediately to try and find a bit of an opener, but Wonder Kid alive and kicking to keep the ball rolling in their court. He needs to be careful. Deadly, he can't really risk that fight because he's
Oh my god.
of the Marshall one-shotting him.
Crazy.
Imagine if Wonder Kid was able to find that read and Deadly didn't whip out the classic there, and instead tried to fight with the Vandal. Wonder Kid, he would have possibly won out on this round.
Well, that's all about the ifs, buts, and so, but aggressive, I gotta say. This is not the kind of match I really anticipate in map of Lotus. It's just going way to one side. It seems as like what Covenant Esports have been doing so far in the entire series, but yes, I thought that he could put up a fight, but right is now Zayden going all in, doesn't care about, but Shunsui finally steps up, does something better. But right now, the situation says something different, but right is
He
now
tried to do that thing जो VCT में किया था उसने.
from that spot eventually. Deadly around the ears of tree alongside with the fade. Trying to find out some openings, because 70S, they have the upper hand of the first blood.
Having the first blood is one thing, but immediately losing it is another. They don't really have the weapons to try and fight into them here. This is going to be a problem as Wonder Kid. He's going to be opening himself up from inside of the smoke here. Shunsui is going to be able to find one at the bare minimum, but even then,
Hilarious, man.
With that coming on down through, Deadly immediately swinging out, catches out Dragoon from the sidelines. And now this retake has just gone from bad to worse. 70s, they don't really have the weapons or the arsenal to try and go in for a fight like this. Shunsui though finally shuts down one, but even then the crossfire setup is perfect. Shields in for the angle, spots at the shoulder of one. Shunsui now just needs to keep on fighting. That's the bait. I'm pretty sure he knows the answer to this. He's just gonna hold down on the angle as Sonic. He's playing it risky. He jiggles out. Both players already spotted out from that side line. Just playing with their food is gonna be none other than the members of Covenant. 12-3 on
Bro,
the
it was
scoreboard.
a face.
70s. They are falling like dominoes here.
Dominoes? Pizza?
Not the bro. How hungry are you?
You know, the way to heart of a person is food sometimes.
Yes,
I'm just
yes,
dropping the hints.
Not sometimes, bro. Every
You
time.
mentioned Dominoes. You can just give me, kind of send me a pizza right away.
Surely, brother, surely. Just
Yeah,
like the
but-
members. Hey, don't forget, with the prize pool, I'm pretty sure that the members of Covenant, they're going to be getting themselves a pizza as well. Because for
Well, I
them,
mean,
this is a celebration because
it is an
in a
attacking
way,
map.
they've been having a little bit of a rough time there for the domestic leagues that we do have. But seemingly here, they're having a better performance. The team's looking to be a little bit more but they're allowing Deadly to be the rock for the team. That's completely fine because Deadly, again, very high-level superstar player. He's making sure that his team's not going to be the ones to throw. And Sonic, still alive and kicking, just allowing Deadly to go in for that ace. The shots just keep on coming.
Bro.
It's going to be Deadly with the ace, ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy.
Covenant, they take this victory. And map number 2 is just theirs. And it's ripe for the picking.
What a way. I mean, I cannot even ask for a better ending like this. Final round, you get an ace, you close the map, that too, a map picked by your opponent. Literally dominated them in a one-sided manner. Covenant Esports, they are so back in the competition. While looking at the map of Corona, it felt like, okay, the grand finals is going to be interesting because it's somehow the other way. 70s, they were putting up some really great show. But this match is just a nightmare,
Crazy.
which I really believe 70s would like to forget it
Excuse me.
before coming into the next map of Ascent. But look at the scoreboard. Deadly with 25 kills. Zera
Okay, एक और
with
match होने वाला है
15,
क्या?
Sonic with 15, 8 and 5 along respectively with Shields and Babushka. It doesn't matter. This time Deadly said
20 मिनट में खत्म हो गया भाई ये मैच.
at first it was seeming like Sonic wants to get the driver's seat control, but hey, Deadly said, you had there enough number of kills in the previous match. Let me get the highest one this time. But Wonder Kid and Razer, they tried their level best to find the frags, but Shunsui and Dragoon's absence was felt very deeply in the
Just been a show for the members of the Covenant, right? They've not really been playing to their fullest caliber either. They've been like running around, doing their own thing, having fun, and generally that's how Valorant is meant to be played from time to time as well.
हम जा
To
भाई.
see the team be in such high spirits, especially
चलो भाई
after the
मैच
nail
खत्म
biter
निकालो सब
match
10 रुपए.
that we had for map
भाई
number
कसम से
1.
मेरे को 10 रुपए दे दो
It's
सब कोई
always gonna be
ये मैच से देखने के.
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to see what's going to happen for that third map. Now, I'm really interested to see whether or not 70s have given up hope to try and take victory here. Or will it be an answer back for them where they have really turned things around? We're going to be heading on down over onto a very short little break, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do close things out for this particular one, Necros, what's your closing thoughts for this?
I just hope that the Ascent is the similar Ascent what 70s had in the previous day. Otherwise, it's going to be a 3-0 and GG well played. That's the
Either way, it's gonna be GG well played, no?
Will be telling the boys of 70s.
Either way.
So we'll know
So
through
what is the
results what's gonna
what is the
happen
format?
next, right after this short break.
What is the fucking format, bro? Like 2 मैच already जीत चुका है तो best of 5, no? Oh, best of 5. If they do 2-2, then it would be there would be a tiebreaker. So yeah, this is one last match. So let me go and grab my dinner real quick. Tab tak you guys stay here over the stream. You can go check out LayMNG. And yeah, I'll be just right back. Yeah.
So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks. We out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized. We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh. Fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up. Play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm never stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain. She like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society, so I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety. We make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything. It's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't ever say never. And turn your mind into the truest to go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the new song.
You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking.
Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are have-nots.
You are not as tough as
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, 'cause I'm great at that. Oh.
You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking.
Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are have-nots.
You are not as tough though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are have-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are have-nots, who are not as tough as me.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, hope to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top,
I'm always flirting with pain, she like to hurt me and maim. I'm always working to change, but she's still lurking the same. I keep on building a dynasty while the haters be trying me. But they hate from inside, you see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety, we make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything, it's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better, work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never. And turn your mind into the truest of go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping.
I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the news off. You cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, 'cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, 'cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough though. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as me. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done, 'cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing
think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Well, after a very short break, we are back with Hearthborn Studios presents Detonation Series Chapter 1. This is going to be your host and caster, Necros. Alongside, it's going to be aggressive, but what a phenomenal BO5 series we're witnessing. Yes, it was a little bit of long break because of some technical hiccups happening on the side of 70s, but finally it's sorted out and aggressive. I'm just wearing the sunglasses. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this one. Yeah, you gotta say, after watching what happened in the map of, I gotta give my eyes some break.
Yeah, especially after Zidane just pulled up a performance of a lifetime. The guy was hitting every single shot with that operator that was presented to him. And when you have a superstar player, a player of his caliber like that, just running amok on that server, you know for a fact that game number 3 on Ascent, the home pickup for the members of the Covenant, will be just as interesting. I'm kind of worried of what 70s are going to be cooking up for this particular map too, because yeah, this is Ascent. Yeah, this is a map that everyone has played since the dawn of time, but that doesn't really mean that this map also doesn't have its ups and downs. They need to be careful of what to expect here, because Ascent is one of those maps, sorry, that can really be the deciding factor on whether or not your team is one of the greats or one of the worst, because if you can't really play this map out properly, if you can't really force your opponent to a 13-11 scoreline, possibly, then you have a lot of work to do, because this is easily one of the first maps that you need to train on as a team. And then when you're really good on this, spread yourself out to all of the other ones, because Ascent really tests your limits as a player and also as a team, because this is the most basic of the basic maps. Because here, strategies, yeah, they matter a lot, but the strats that you generally do are so simplified that your raw mechanical skill and your game sense will really be put on centerfold when you're playing here.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm gonna agree with this entirely. But most importantly, talking about the history that has happened in the Detonation series so far, it's like in the previous day we witnessed the map of Ascent played between VPG and 70s. I was talking about that just before we went on to the break. That 70s it was the pick of VPG. They were confident enough to play on the map of Ascent, but they were thrown away by 70s. I mean, that was a close cut competition. Not gonna say it was a one-sided domination, but moving up to the map of Ascent, it feels like, okay, there can be a similar demonstration of what happened in the map of Corrode. There are really high possibilities, not going to lie about that fact. And if you ask me, Covenant Esports, they also won't be taking 70s lightly. But once again, it comes down to the agent selection part. And in here, once again, the agents will be really important. Sonic goes with the textbooks. He has been brilliant on that SOAR in the yesterday's match, the map of Haven and all. And now again, he's back to the basics after wreaking havoc in the map of Lotus previously.
Absolutely. There's so many of these fights where Sonic has been pretty much the game changer on a lot of those engagements. He's a really good secondary entry. And when you have your primary entry just rushing in for free, it's going to be Zidane going back onto his Euro, the signature pickup for the map of Ascent here. A lot of teams have now just started to pick up on this particular composition instead of really playing that good old tried and tested one with that KO, because having a double sentinel setup, especially with the Cypher and the kill and deadlock, sorry, allows you to have that different form of urgency for your team, the way that you move across the map, the way that you find your engagements as well. It's a lot more different than what it generally is. And because of it, Covenant, where do they want to go with this one? For now, though, let's give them that benefit of the doubt and just say, like, hey, this composition is easily one of the best and they do know how to play it, but it has a lot of difficulties as well. While on the opposite side of the spectrum, 70s, they're just going purely off of comfort. This is not an Ascent meta composition. This is not really a composition that plays well on this map either. But if, as a team, you're comfortable on it, then you can throw your enemies onto a loop where they're not going to be able to figure out on what to do next. And you, as players, and of course, as individuals, can just create that chaos and really thrive in it, because you're expecting this chaos to happen. And this is where you really will find that turnaround point. But I digress. Give both of these teams a little bit of chance to just to start settling down onto this map here, because I'm excited and I'm pretty sure you are as well. And for the players and for the audience, sorry, back at home, Covenant, They just need one more map to take this series away for themselves. But for 7DS, their tournament lives are on the line here.
It's going to be an important match for 7DS. Try for survival. They're already losing.
Okay.
Doesn't fall into
GRK,
pieces,
WW.
they don't even stand a chance. That's going to be the end
GRK
of their
भाई
run
क्या
to
हाल?
Grand Finals. But that being said, as the third map underway, Ascent is on. As 7DS, they're on the attacking front and they want to go all in. Completely invaded the market, but
Shot re.
Misses a couple of shots, but the backup was right there. This is Covenant Esports attacking at their best. I mean, sometimes being on the defensive side also does mean that you can be
क्या crazy shot था.
aggressive sometimes.
Wonderkid's not been able to find that wonderful performance that he is known for. The shots just keep on connecting. It's good God. A little bit of a replay is being showcased here by accident, but don't really worry about that. But
High on life होगा इसके बाद होगा. Watch party के बाद.
Absolutely gorgeous coming out from them. The members of the Covenant.
Watch party के बाद जाएंगे अपन वो के लिए.
When the mechanical skill it gets put on centerfold.
थोड़ा सा break लेंगे. खाना वाना खाएंगे.
Another couple of shots
उसके बाद होगा.
here over on the opposite side. He does have the sheriff in hand, but he's being so aggressive with it. He knows that he's confident in these duels. He's looking for the engagement. He's not going to be able to find it immediately. TP's on back away. The gate crash is going to be able to give him that get out of jail free card that he wants, but using his sheriff in a fight like that, it's a little bit risky, but I know what Zaidan's going for. He wants to get this operator up and online with almost immediately. Because as soon as he does have a slight bit of an edge here. Steadily stuck behind his own wall, can't really get out for free, but it seems to be working for him.
Bro, 7DS क्या हगास मचा रहा है भाई.
They don't care, all going in, bashing left, right, and center. Covenant, they have been phenomenal on their defense.
उन लोग conscious हो गया बहुत ज़्यादा.
Map of the Lotus, they've been in the map of can't count it in Core Road because the defensive half was not like what they expected, but okay, got a win. A win is a win, doesn't matter how, in which way they're getting one. But right now, Zaidan as well as Sonic looking really pumped up with the first frags that they've caught. But this time, once again, not a single kill. This time, third round underway. 7DS, they have their own buys. Now, Kreo starting in, trying to get infiltrate the A side. Deadlock, using the U-hooks properly, and now Zaidan won't be sparing the breach. Completely taken down and out. The operator is active, so you've got to be really careful with what you do, and one can get a second one to fall down. It's a big, big trap under which we can say 7DS, they literally walked in. Just got the deadlock out though.
वो इसका हाथ में ऑफ आ गया फिर गया खत्म है भाई मैच.
Trouble to the side of Covenant Esports at this moment.
It is over.
Rotate towards the B side while the Cypher keeps the side in check.
I'm pretty sure he has an inkling feeling of what could be waiting for him on that side. Razer, oh my god, what a shot. He's going to be able to find so much value one by one. They do fall. A bit too much over-aggression coming through from the members of the Covenant, and they fall because of it. The shots reign supreme as the mid side. Now a little bit of an issue for them to hold on to. And with the A side now ripe for the picking, all of the members of 7DS, they've made that right call. But they still have to worry about Sonic, who's on the top end of the side. Immediately, noises being made. Swings coming across. That's going to be Sonic with the first initial opener. 2v2 now with Babushka now coming in to try and go in for that big save. They can opt to just try to play this one slowly. Recon Bolt already utilized to check whether or not any players are going to be on that garden angle. They've isolated out of this duel. And for now, for 7DS, their positioning is looking absolutely immaculate. But no, the players already spotted the Killjoy running around for no apparent reason.
Oh my god.
What the hell are you doing? For what goddamn reason did you jump up there? You had such a good angle to go in for a crossfire with his teammate, but you just gave it up.
It's just all going in the way of Covenant. I mean, it's somewhat the other way. Can you just see the Valorant gods want Covenant to win it with 3-0 scoreline? Yeah, we can just say that one way or the other, but now it's again an invested, not much invested round.
This is a nice spot.
Yes, But Covenant Esports, once again, they are on the driver's seat. Yep, they will be looking forward to win
ठीक ले
this round as quickly as possible because the economical dent is
काम
real.
में आएगा वही कर रहा हूँ भाई
With the Bucky one, the kid wants to go up close and personal, find some openings.
आज अकेला बैठ के खुद 100 डाला और वापस लगाया प्लस कल जितना माइनस किया था
Shots through the smoke to the cyber cage, but right as now, Zayden instantly pops out of that position. Sonic finds out the first opening. Wonder Kid, Reaper, Breeze, three of them taken down. Babushka with a double completely shuts down 70 yes, while Sonic uses the Scarab to go up close and personal, but Shunsui shuts him down.
They're confident in the way that they're fighting. You can tell that the members of the Covenant, they're ready to rush everything down. Deadly just catching his teammates on the net here. What is Deadly used
It's
to
a
say?
GG bhai.
I still remember the good old times of them just giving those weird ass call outs. But honestly, the members of the Covenant, they're serious about trying to take this win. You can tell in the way that they're playing to here Necros. But then again, for 7DS, I do believe they need to take a bit more of a proactive approach, and they're starting to take a lot of these fights. They need to figure out exactly what the power positions are.
ये तो हो गया
for
GG
the members of Covenant, and then react accordingly to those shots. Because you can tell that in a bunch of these positions, they're just not really able to find any form of an opener. But with Reaper getting the skill onto Babushka, now this could just be the thing that they needed. A full-on rotation towards the opposite side of the map, Reaper being 2 away from the Killjoy lockdown as well. There's a pretty good chance that they can take this win here if they're able to stabilize Rendezvous together and then pick a side to go in for an entry.
Already trying to infiltrate the engage sides. On is all set, can get a collapse. The peak
Oof.
is right, but oh, you whipped the shot.
सामने भाई एक रेडिएंट प्लेयर है भाई बांग्लादेश का भाई ये देख कहाँ भाई चांस ही नहीं है
That's a hefty amount of blood. Reaper is all left alone as a lone ranger. There's nothing more.
और जेडन भाई पहले का तू देख जाके भाई जेडन जो ऑफ कर रहा
Exit frags, but now the diversion being created. Sonic plans the file below 5th in a row for Covenant.
These rounds are really well played out coming out from them.
Are they gonna surrender?
Taking is pretty systematic. And Covenant is just not giving up in a single inch of space. And that's exactly what you want to see. A lot of these rounds just really come down to them having really good understanding of what their opponents are doing and really good understanding of what they're bringing onto the table. And for Covenant,
कौन रेडिएंट अरे वो क्या कहते हैं ये टीम कोविनेंट का एक ब्रीच है शायद डेडली डेडलॉक रेडिएंट है
to make this composition work, but never mind, maybe the caster's curse is working in their favor as the members of 7DS, they've gotten an olive branch for themselves and they're grasping onto it tightly. 5-1 could be the scorecard here on this Thrifty, only if Zaidan falls here on this arm.
Ooh, shot miss hua.
Oh, Sonic finds the second one. Oh, that's really quick. Zaidan just waiting. Just to go for a backstab situation. Shunsui finds Sonic. Support that. Pushka takes care before he goes down.
देख ज़ैदान भी
Last final shot. Zaidan lands the final blow. 6 in a row. Nothing stands out for 7DS. It seems like Ascent is the playground for Covenant Esports, and even if they had given away like 3 rounds in the last map of Lotus, I don't think they are even in the mood to give away single round this time. 6-0.
कौन बांग्लादेश ये तो टीम कोविनेंट बांग्लादेश है टीम 7DS इंडियन टीम है
Now saying Wonder K sitting on a 0 kill. That's something that is really concerning. In the meanwhile, 7DS, they take a tactical timeout. And for the people, those who are watching us live, you can definitely go and check out our merchandise partner, Opus Fab. They do have some brilliant customized keychains and mugs if you want for yourself, and even they have some beautiful collection. Make sure go to their page, check it out, and also make sure to check out our title sponsor, Hardbound Studios app, which is inspired by the Nothing OS. If you're a fan of Phone of Nothing and you want to just try out the OS of it, you can go experience your Android apps in that version. So
Bro,
check out those. But for now, coming back in the game, I really want to know, aggressive from your end, what is going wrong for 7DS?
I think one of the biggest problems that they are having is just set play that they're trying to go for. That's one of the bigger ones because I don't think they have a good read on what their opponents are trying to do at all. And all these rounds just really come down to them falling flat on their faces because, hey,
Nowhere to run.
7DS, they're just trying to see whether or not they can find an opening kill, and
Ooh.
sometimes you're just not going to be able to find these kills. This time around, though, Zaidan's going to be the first one to fall. Didn't really have a gate crash ready, or maybe he did have a gate crash ready, and it was destroyed by the Sova's Hunter Fury. That's a big opener for them to find. That's the operator being taken off of the table, and that's going to be the thing that has been the biggest issue for them for these last couple of rounds. And once more, like, back to the question that you told me, it's that one op, right, in the hands of Zaidan. They just can't really figure out what it is. And when they do figure it out, that's when this team really shows that, hey, maybe they can turn this one back around in their favor. One player in towards the back of the site, still yet to be found. So players from the members of 7DS, they have the site to play for, but this retake is not going to be easy to break into. A lot of utility now being invested in towards this fight. Shields goes out a little bit too early. His teammates are not even in position to try and help him. They're caught off guard, and now they're going to be able to make that breakthrough happen.
चलो एक राउंड तो बैक किया है लोग नहीं तो नील में हारेगा तो come back
Finally, the first round underway for 7DS. It seems like the tactical timeout did work out. Broke the flow, broke the momentum that Covenant were having for themselves, but still, Zaidan and Sonic sitting on 10 frags each. Huge difference, if you ask me. But 6-1, it's still a viable score, and now Big Boy is again back in the question. The op is in the hands of Zaidan. And the operator is going to annoy a lot for side of 7DS. It has the map of Lotus, it can in the map of Ascent, because it was already under the play just a few rounds ago. This time Deadlock, Teddy trying to be a little bit aggressive. The owl drone might just be denied at any moment. But it surely looks like it's going to be A hit just before. They want to make sure that the B side is clear.
See where they go with this one.
Oof.
Sore approach. It's going to be Zaidan already. Swings out towards the mid side. That's Unsui now gone. You don't have the Clove anymore to give you any form of an advantage as Zaidan. I do believe he's going to be looking for a swing here. One more fight for him to take over towards the mid side. He needs to be careful about the Killjoy. Close on the proximity for this fight. Peeks out in the worst possible moment. Reaper, he gets the kill, and Zaidan with his over-aggressive play does fall because of its shields in another pretty bad angle. They need to be careful of where they go with this one.
5 मिनट एंजॉय मारो मैं 2 मिनट 10 मिनट में
as Covenant, a bit too over-aggressive for these fights. They need to be careful in the way that they take these engagements, but then again, the teammates that they do have are incredible for that very reason. Covenant now, they're just going to need to hold on to their lines because Reaper with only 11 HP, even a stray bullet's going to be able to catch him. The net comes in to immediately try to catch this fish, as Babushka is going to be the one to catch it. Hook, line, and sinker. 7-1 as Covenant. They take another round for themselves, and 7DS, I've yet to see any form of retaliation from them.
It's hard to see, just looking into the transition that happened from the first map of Kreo. You can just see the scoreline, right? 13-10, 13-3. So, and right now it's 7-1. It doesn't even feel like we're going towards the side of Sunset. You can even see that map as well. But yeah, the camera close by spots the KJ.
Watch this.
Not trying to go aggressive. That's a really good choice from the side of Covenant. Not trying to push past the limits and not trying to do something over. Playing it just right and simple. That's a huge split. The mid can be exploited. The trap fire is there. But for now, it's going to be an approach from Tree to the A side. There's already Omen trying to take care of this position. While one the kid is trapped. He's trapped. Razer takes a trade on Deadly, and that's going to be problematic a little bit for the side of 70s, but Zayden comes to the rescue alongside Chills, takes care of him.
They know that one player's from inside of the smoke here. Shinsui comes alive here once again. Gets the backpack in his arsenal. Shinsui able to find those multi-frags to his name, and they peeked out into his awaiting arms. 7DS. It's these kind of superstar level performance plays that just come out of absolutely nowhere. And Covenant, they're getting way too overconfident for their own good. These rounds have gotten way too close, and this one goes in the favor of 7DS, where it was just thrown away to the wayside. Yeah, Covenant, they're not going to be worried about it that much, but look at their economy. Even though they won out on so many of these rounds consecutively, they've lost out on so many of their weapons as well that they can no longer afford to go in for a buy. Taking your opponent slightly is one thing, but understanding that, hey, your economy is not in the best of places means that you're just being forced onto a couple of Buckies and maybe a couple of Sheriffs as well to just try and hold your defensive lines.
Oh, is gonna hunt. Nah, that didn't make connection though. The position. Oh, the players flooding in. Deadly wouldn't have expected something this much up close and personal. Was waiting for the get completely turned down. The players were there. The position has been revealed. Sonic finds one on Shinsui. There's the economical round for the likes of Covenant. Back out last that, and Shells finds one, upgrades the weapon to a Guardian before even trying to plan. The plan has been denied, but with this Judge, Wonder Kid can do wonders. Just trying to stay in position without making good connections. Finds one. He knows about Shells. Just doesn't want to go up close that much, but Shells is just too good in that time.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
They're just gonna keep on fighting Shields now, up for the ace too. But even then, he just couldn't really find it, now could he? But that's completely fine and dandy here, ladies and gentlemen. Because for the members of the Covenant, when Shields is still alive, he has that clutch gene in him to make it happen. Flipping that champion snipe there. God damn it, so many players bought the champions bundle. Makes me want to buy it as well. Come on, Necros, you buy me this, I'll get you Dominoes.
Hey, isn't even a fair deal.
Yeah, if it's a fair deal, you get your food, I get my champions.
We'll see. We'll see. And when I say we'll see, that definitely means we're not gonna see.
For sure. The man's a woman at heart, for sure.
Oh, wait, what? Zayden in 4 in a row. Man is up for an ace. He wants to get one. He wants to get one, but Shea says, no, man, you're not gonna get the ace like that. And Zayden is gonna curse him so bad. It's like, dude, I could have got the ace for myself. 3 away the Vandal. Damn, that hurts. What's your favorite skin in the entire key? Aggressive.
As of right now, I think my favorite skin still to this day is the Araxis. But I have a sweet spot for the Zero Fang. Which is why this new bundle is something that I've been really eyeing. Like, I want to get it, but honestly speaking, most of my friends are telling me not to get it because of how but it looks so fine. Just as fine as when it comes down to the players of Team Covenant, they're just hitting all of their shots. This turnaround point is seemingly working out for them. Babushka able to survive for just a little while longer, but not for long. But Shinsui is just turning things around once again. Overconfidence is the thing that's bringing down this team. They are falling flat on their faces. But still, Shields comes in for the equalizer and the big save. The flank was perfect coming out from him. 10-2. As Covenant, they end off this first half in the most dominant scoreline that you could have expected.
It's a beautiful one, 10-2, but we gotta say, Shinsui, we were missing him for the entire map of Lotus, if you ask me. This is what I really expected from his side, but also, if you want to experience something like the Nothing OS inspired dialer with quick notes and all, definitely go and check out the app of Hardmon Studios, which is available. If you're a fan of the Nothing phone, but you still want, and you don't have it, but you still want to experience the OS, this is the best ideal app that you can get your experience done. First thing first, 12 rounds past, sides have been swept. Covenant on attacking half.
Surprised that they're still going in for an entry of this speed. Even in rounds like this, you can tell that their squad, they're an absolute beast of a unit. And as one person was chopping away at the flooring, it's gonna be Shields who comes in strong for this one. But the members of 70S, they're not yet ready to give this one up, but so is Deadly. Good God, the shots just keep on connecting. Deadly knows exactly what the player was doing. The shots are clean, but now Reaper's position already revealed and known. He needs to try and go in for the shot, and it's gonna be side out with an instant flick towards the body to get that kill. 11-2 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. Covenant, they are just 2 steps away from getting to that finish line.
And at this moment, it does feel like that 70S, they've left out the hopes. Corrode was a good one. They competed as much as they could. Lotus, a disaster in their own pick map. Ascent, similar story. Even worse, if you ask me. 11-2. Not even 3 rounds being back so far. 70S would be really disappointed with the performance that they are orchestrating right away. But right now, playing this play, establishing mid control, early contentions from Wonderkid with that Marshall trying to get in some early openings, the first blood, while Shields, he's got a really good angle if you ask me. If Wonderkid doesn't spot him, he should be good enough to just stay there and maybe find that first blood for himself. Mid has been established, mid has been infiltrated, but mid-range breach both has been taken down by a double twin of Sonic and Babushka. Reaper takes a swing as well as a trade. Veteran still stands strong. It's down to 2v3, while Covenant, they're still in the lead.
बोलिए भैया हाँ बोलिए रेडी हो गया आ रहा है बस
It's gonna be Covenant once again in a pretty tough spot, and Shields, of course, the hero of the story, the main character, the protagonist of it all.
Crazy end.
Hitting shots like this. 12-2, ladies and gentlemen, as the members of the Covenant, they are now at match point. One step away from victory, one step away from crowning themselves as the champion for the Detonation series, Chapter 1, ladies and gentlemen.
क्या थी क्या
Or will
क्या होता है
70S
बाबा
pull off the most miraculous comeback that we have ever seen in our entire lives?
10 rounds in a row? Damn. I mean, see, nothing is impossible, right, in Valorant, but at this moment I don't feel like they have the kind of confidence within themselves. But Chunsui starts it off, Sonic is taken down, Judge workout, Breach doesn't trade. Chunsui also has been shut off in the mid. Spike is still there, while Cypher wants to get some openings, wants to play for Beats. Sir does realize the connection was not there. Breach finds down Babushka, down to a 3v2, and it seems like third round might be on the way for 70S, but Zainan is just going way too close. Oh, he didn't even see the guy on the right? And that's Breach getting 4k, making it the third round for 70S.
Okay, चलो एक win तो निकाला पर
You know the fun fact,
this game is out of hands for 70. भाई क्या हक्कास पे लाया भाई करोड़ वाला मैप थोड़ा सा फिर भी टक्कर का था बाकी 2 मैच तो हक्कास मचा दिए भाई full on हक्कास.
I think you have already figured this out, right? That for the members of the Covenant, this is just another day in the office for them, where they're just here to really test their opposition and see how much that they can do. But while having fun, also trying to take this win here, Shinsui in a pretty good angle. His position's already revealed. He's getting caught out by the owl drone here, but in towards the back of side. Shields is not going in for that clearance. They're making mistakes, and they're falling for it. Zaidan turns around in the worst possible second. Good God! Chunsui, he gets away with daylight robbery again. It seems as though the stars are just aligning for them. The weapons are pretty weak, but it doesn't mean that they can still get kills out of it. Jinsui's gonna be the first one to fall, I do believe. Babushka nearly made a meal out of it. But even then, Sonic He's gonna be able to find another one for himself, a weapon as well in the process. Babushka needs to try and pick this one up and make an instant run for it inside of the side. Yes, he does. Perfect for the positioning as well. Wonder Kid is none the wiser for it. If his teammates do find the optimum bait, this round could easily be a round winner for them. Even a possible thrifty round victory to end off the entire map and the entire series. That would be a huge blow on their overall gameplay as a team. But good God, Babushka, he has fallen. This has gone from bad to worse on almost in an instant. As Sonic now being the last one alive does find the shot over onto one, but the one-way not working out in his favor, has a weapon in his arsenal, wants to utilize the Sheriff to try and get this victory for himself. Goes for the fight, needs to go in for the swing, but he's just not going to be able to do so. Shotguns in hand, wasting a lot of time. He's jumping up and he's jumping down. I don't think there's enough time to go in for the defuse. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the Covenant, they are your champions.
Crazy.
The captain for the team, the IGL, to reign supreme. This is what they needed, and this is what they got. They are the champions for a reason, because even under so much pressure, even when it was an equal round, where they were at a
Bro, crazy खेला ये
tell
लोग.
that this team was not yet ready to give up.
What an immaculate performance.
Bro, this guy with an op.
Every other team who came into their way in this entire Hardborn Studios present Detonation Series Chapter 1.
इसी के साथ
Covenant Esports.
डेटोनेशन सीरीज का चैप्टर 1 खत्म हो गया. And the Covenant Esports are the winner. And क्या बड़बड़ कर रहा है भाई?
Next two maps were the nightmares that I really believe 70s. This team, they have made their mark, they have shown their class, and finally Covenant Esports, they have won the tournament. After playing so many matches, demolishing every other team, it kind of justifies why they were one of the favorites to win this tournament.
Guys,
And with all the shared performance,
तीन लोग जो भी देख रहा करना है तो प्ले एमएनजी मोमेंटम गेमिंग को सब्सक्राइब मार दो जाके. एक्चुअल पूरा सेमीफाइनल्स भी अगर कवर अप करना है तो इनके लाइव पे जाओ. ये रहा कल का सेमीफाइनल्स और ये आज का ग्रैंड फाइनल्स. ठीक है, बाकी तो मजा आया.
Interesting BO3 series, but at the same time, are we really that surprised? We were more surprised when it was map number 1, right? And a hard-fought victory had to be done by the members of the Covenant. And it seems as though 7DS really did put all their eggs into one basket for that one particular map where they really fought tooth and nail, and every single shot that they were trying to take and every movement that they were trying to do really just came down to the wire. This is what you wanted to see, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the game of Valorant really does do to you from time to time. Your mental for one game will be strong, but as soon as you do lose it, your team is just not able to come on back. Looking at the scorecards here as well, Zaidan was just having a performance of his lifetime. 19-9 for him, with Sonic following suit on 16-10. Consistent performances all around for every single one of the players of the Covenant, but on the opposite side, 7DS just didn't really do it in the exact same way, especially with so many of the technical difficulties. One of the players having to go towards a
चलो
cafe
चलो
to
GG's
play.
GG's.
You could tell that the squad just didn't really get any form of rest, and their comfort didn't exist here.
It was definitely something that will haunt 70s for some time, but you gotta learn from
Yeah.
better teams and move on. Prepare yourself better, because you know what? This is not the first tournament. I mean, this is the first tournament for gaming, but this is not going to be the last one, because every other month, Momentum Gaming, they will be bringing up tournaments like this. More
Guys, do check out Momentum Gaming का channel और
really suggest you guys to subscribe to
या
the channel and
उनको
also
सब्सक्राइब करो फॉर द गिव अवे जो होने वाला है उनके चैनल पे कुछ तो भी होने वाला था बट या
coming, and also make sure to follow them on their Instagram page, because that is the first place where you will get all the future announcements. But for now,
yep
the Detonation Series Chapter 1 comes to an end, but we will be waiting for the Chapter 2 to arrive very quickly. And for now, we can say that Covenant Gaming will be enjoying the evening with the boys, celebrate out as much as possible. But also, don't forget to kind of follow us. This is our Instagram handles just below. It's aggressive_caster. This is Necros_10. You can follow us, and that kind of wraps it up, Aggressive.
Absolutely. Thank you all for stopping on by for this one. And of course, check out Hardborn Studios, because if you are a fan of the Nothing OS, they do make applications that follow that exact same theme. So make sure to check out all the links down below in the description. Download yourself one of their apps. And of course, enjoy the Nothing OS to its fullest.
चलो चलो
But
जीजीस
for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that we do have for you.
अपन
Thank you all for stopping on by, and we're going to be seeing you soon here at Momentum Gaming with a lot more Valorant action, or even a lot more other esports action. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Good night and happy gaming, everyone.
हो गया अपन भी स्ट्रीम यहीं पे एंड करते हैं आज क्या कहते हैं नया गेम चालू करेंगे अपन ठीक है नया गेम चालू अरे ये क्या रोब्लॉक्स खोल रहे हैं भाई अपन नया गेम चालू करेंगे आज क्या कहते हैं उसका नाम क्या था गेम का हाई ऑन लाइफ तो उसके लिए नया स्ट्रीम ही स्टार्ट करते हैं अपन ठीक है इसको एंड करते हैं यहीं पे थोड़ी देर बाद आराम से आता हूँ मैं खाना वाना खा के 11 साढ़े 11 12 बजे करीब उसके बाद अपन चालू करते हैं नया गेम ओके चलो गाइस बाय बाय हैव फन मिलते हैं फिर पीस